What it do, what it is, y'all. It's your boy Taylor May Rockin'. Y'all already know what time it is, and y'all already know the squad is in here. You're now tuned in to the No Filter Show. I'm joined by my great co-hosts.
Villain in the white mask in the building. Mr. A6 is the BBF representative. K Quick, we in here. Yeah.
Hey everybody, you know who it is. It's your girl Just Star. Good evening.
Good evening. This is Louisa, aka the Blue Phoenix tonight. How are y'all?
And what's going on with y'all, man? Of course, this is your man AI, aka GI Mo, aka non-GMO. Y'all, we in this bitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Lovely. I feel, as you can see, I'm kind of proud today. I'm repping my HBCU. Shout out to Bowie State, all the HBCU alumni out there. Shouts out. That's just the type of ish I'm on tonight. You know.
Okay. What about the rest of the squad? How y'all feeling?
Man, fuck these floods, bro. I'm gonna be the first one to say that. Fuck these floods. I am so sick of this shit. Everybody on here should be exhausted. If you drive a goddamn car, you should be dead to the world right now. I am exhausted, bro.
I can actually.
Your mic cut off.
We can't hear you, Quick.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? I think I accidentally. My bad. I hit the wrong. I was trying to turn my reverb on and I fucked around, hit the wrong button. All right, but yeah, I agree with you on that sentiment. By the way, y'all, don't mind me. I'm messing with this new toy right here. You know, new microphone and all that good stuff, and I'm messing with all these gadgets here. And from time to time, I will hit the wrong button, just like there. I tried to make myself sound extravagant, and I cut my shit off. Shit. Anyways.
Hey, look, they already used to it. I'm known for just muting people on accident. So, what else is new?
I ain't gonna front. You caused a whole lot of moments of silence during this damn show.
It's crazy. So look, real quick, I know we didn't say we was going to talk about this, but it's coming up. You can't ignore it. For those of you who don't remember, tomorrow is 9/11. It's the anniversary of a horrific terrorist attack. You know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of good people. Salute to all those brave first responders that was out there digging through the rubbish. And we're not gonna get on this too long, but I just want to ask y'all: do y'all remember, where you were on that day, and you know what was going through your mind? You just want to share that with the show?
I will start this first because I was at Langley Air Force Base, and my daughter was supposed to be born on 9/11. I remember sitting there in front of the old boob tubes, like it was a light bulb back then. It was one of them extended joints, the heavy ones that you had to have friends to lift. And I remember them crashing into the plane. I mean, the planes crashing into the buildings, and just feeling like a big run of emotion, overwhelming emotion. When they shut it down, man, they really shut it down. Like we were locked in for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, for a little while. And I just remember always wanting to go over there and fight. You dig what I'm saying? Like I wanted to do it. I wanted to get it in, man. But that's my story, man. My daughter, she came on the 20th of this month instead of 9/11. So yeah, okay. She was late.
Well, I remember specifically because I was, of course, me being the youngin' on this panel here, I was actually in my 4th grade math class. Yeah, I was a kid. I was a baby out here. I was in 4th grade. I was in my 4th grade math class, and kids were getting pulled out of classes left and right. All you saw was kids going down the hall, and just going down the hall being escorted by somebody, or either walking by themselves. We like, what the heck? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then on the loudspeaker, Keon, come to the office. Keon Reed, please report to the office. And you know how kids as soon as somebody gets called to the office, kids like, ooh, whatever. I thought I was in trouble, but I go to the office. My mom is there. She picks me up. She didn't tell me what's going on. But anyways, we went over one of my aunt's house, and that's when we turned the TV on, and it just started playing over and over again. And of course, at that age, I'm just asking a bunch of questions, and I was worried as well. Because like for one, she picked me up. First she picked my brother up. She picked me up, and because the crazy thing is, my aunt actually worked in the Pentagon. You know what I mean? But where the plane crashed, we'll get into that some other time. She was actually on the opposite side of the building. So by the grace of God, she's okay, wonderful, healthy, and all that stuff. But it was crazy because it's as a kid, it seemed like that I only seen stuff like that in movies, and it was just me trying to comprehend what was going on. You
Mhm.
know, the whole thought of just like terrorist attacks when you only like what 8 years old. That's very, very to you. You know what I mean? So it was that's where I was. You know, that's where I was. That's how old I was. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Mhm.
I was in school too, but I was a
Mhm.
junior.
You were like my substitute teacher.
And I was I was sitting in auto body class actually, and I actually felt it. Felt the after effects of it. We were in class, and I felt we felt the shake, and we were trying to figure out what was going on. Then we found out what happened, and then next thing I know, everybody's coming to pick up their child, and it was me and this other guy sitting in class. And at that moment, I felt like, man, the world could be burning, and my parents would never come pick me up early from school. But that's how I felt that day. But then I also was worried, because one of my mother's best friend worked at the Pentagon,
Mhm.
so I didn't know if something had happened to her. But she was on the other side too, quick. So she nothing happened. But that was really tragic. When I actually sat and found out, when I got home and I watched the news and saw everything that was going on, and as the time went on, I was really sad. I was really hurt because, of course, we didn't at that time. You don't understand
Mhm.
everything. You don't understand the truth. So I was angry too, and I was like, I hope they go get them, and all this other stuff. But now I know the truth. But at that time, yeah.
Star.
Well, for me, I was in Brooklyn and actually on my way there with my daughter, who was 3 months old at the time, and my mom. And
Mhm.
I her
You cutting out, Star. The powers that be trying to stop you from being great right now.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if she knows.
Oh man,
The
Star.
internet has been acting up on this side all day for the
Really?
past couple days, actually.
Okay. She's muted
Sounds like it's on you, Rock.
Yeah, all right. So it's crazy because Weezy and I was in the same building, but the difference was she was in class. I wasn't. Um, I remember it. It's crazy. I was walking up the steps on my way to class. I had just took my braids out. That's when I wasn't bald head. Should what I'm saying? I was young. I had hair. I had a bandana on because it was a bad hair day. You know how it is. You know what I'm saying? You just want to rock out. Um, Dr. Allen, shout out to Dr. Allen.
Dr. Al.
Met me on the front of the steps and was like, "You gotta take your bandana off, or you can't come into the school. It's gang related." And I refused to take my bandana off, so she turned me away. She sent me home. I got on the P12 and went home. And like as I walked through the door and turned on the TV, I found out that we was under attack. So for me, initially when it happened, I kind of didn't know what was going on. Just thought a plane crashed into the towers. But then when the second one hit, you know what I'm saying, and then the attack here, that's when it's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying, things starting to get real. For me, it was scary because we live so close to the nation's capital, and you kind of think that in a way DC is slightly untouchable. You know what I'm saying, and for it to hit that close to home, it kind of just really kind of like opened my eyes up to what the world outside of the USA is like, you know what I'm saying? And that it's a whole different conversation with that. But it was weird. I had a couple friends that lost parents, family members, and I know tomorrow's a tough day for them. So to everybody that lost somebody during this tragic time, you know what I'm saying? We send our condolences, you know what I'm saying? Hearts and prayers out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Once again, salute to the first responders. So it's been a lot of it's been a lot of conspiracy theories behind that too. One that I actually paid attention to was actually how shout out to AWOL Dress, my brother, man. He tuned in tonight. I paid attention to how the towers fell, and what was always interesting to me is that they fell demolition style. You know, they fell. If you watch the way the buildings explode, and you see the demolition, it was boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they saying that the steel melted and all this other stuff because of the jet fuel or whatever. But it was still tragic. But it was always suspect. But that's a whole nother show. But we just gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? It's a tragic day in America. No matter how you look at it. On that day, it wasn't about race. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about social status. That was a day that we as a people, you know what I'm saying, literally was hurt because we lost people, a lot of people of different races and ages. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny that you said that DC, you felt DC was untouchable. I've never felt that way. I've always felt like we would be attacked. Yep. Even as a younger girl, I always felt like somebody was always gonna come get us. And because I used to live in DC when I grew up in DC, then I moved to Maryland, and there ain't nothing but a house skip and a jump, maybe just a skip, and PG County, and I always felt like some other country would come and blow us up because of who we are in the United States. I didn't understand why I felt that way, but as now I looking back, I realized that I knew something then that I didn't understand. Right. And our country is very arrogant. And, I've always felt like they would just drop a bomb. And because we were so close, we were going to get hit. I just always felt that way when I was younger. So I never felt DC was untouchable.
Now, we can't get into this tonight.
I'm just saying.
It's time to have a good time. You understand?
I'm just saying.
Before we move on, I'm really intrigued to hear Star because she was actually in Y. You know what I'm saying? That's like low-key ground zero.
Nah, that's ground zero, period.
Yeah, period. Star.
Hey, y'all, I'm here.
There we go. Let's get
cut out for a little minute.
Yeah, get yours off, man.
I mean, like I said, I didn't know if y'all had heard me or not because it cut out for me. I was saying that morning I was in Brooklyn, and me, my daughter, and my mom was on our way there. My daughter was 3 months old at the time, and I just remember how I felt. My first feeling was relief. I felt like I had dodged a huge bullet by oversleeping. I had an appointment at 7:30 in Tower 2, which was the first tower that was hit. So had I actually made that appointment, we would have been inside, and I just remember being real terrified, not knowing if this was the big one everybody knows or at least heard about, a World War III happening, and it's going to be on American soil. So, I'm sure a lot of people had that same thought as me, like, dang, is this it? Like, am I going to be able to protect my child? It was just a very, very crazy morning. A lot of cell towers got knocked out. So all of my family back here in DC, we couldn't talk to anybody for like at least a day and a half, I think. It was just super, super crazy. I just remember being thankful when we were able to get on the Greyhound bus and come back to DC because they wasn't letting anything move in New York for about a week. There was no coming into town. There was no leaving town. Everything was just completely shut down. And I just remember not knowing if I would make it back home.
Oh, that's crazy. Hey, real quick, shout out to Tyler. Tyler got some graphics hooked up for us for the Red family. We appreciate it.
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah, shouts out to my young boy Tyler, man. That boy is nasty with it.
Hey, listen. Hold up. Everybody got their image done except for me and maybe Star. Yeah. Hey, look. I asked bro to send them joints to you, Tyler, man. Hey, listen, man. It's all. Hey, look. I'm ready, Holmes. I don't snap pictures, bro. I ain't the photogenic type. You understand me? Yeah. So we waiting on Rock, bro.
Hold on. It's on me. It's on me. My bad.
Yeah, but much love to everybody and all that.
We're good, Tyler.
Oh yeah, we good, homie. Yeah, we good. We good.
Let's get to this pop culture real quick. We got some. This is a little crazy. All right, so first, the infamous Nicole Young and Dr. Dre. Of course, we talked about them getting that divorce, and Lord God, she's trying to strike this man pocket.
First and foremost, did she or did she not sign a prenuptial agreement?
Mm-hmm.
What makes she think she about to get anything?
Because she's a lawyer and she knows how to maneuver around it.
Then what the all right. Then what the heck is the point of a prenuptial agreement if it can be worked around?
Because they are in California.
Exactly.
California, as my man says, and California is really, they are really like their claim to fame, other than the police brutality, is spousal support, bro. Like this is Holly weird, bro. So yeah, it's crazy, bro. Have y'all actually looked at the layout?
The layout of what?
There you go. You're muted,
Of
bro.
what she's asking, like the layout of what she's asking.
Yeah, didn't she say like it's like a what, $2 million a month or something like that, or something like what is it?
Bro, we get it that it's $2 million a month, right? But we gotta get with the expenses, bro. Like we gotta. Did anybody research the expenses that she asked for? Like
that
her justification.
I did. It was crazy.
Yeah, she wants go ahead. Oh, she wants $10,000. This is for a month, y'all. All for a month. She wants $2 million. In that $2 million, $10,000 laundry and cleaning, clothes.
Hold on, you cut. Say that again. You cutting out a little bit.
Did you hear that?
Like none of that. We ain't heard none of it.
What was the last part you heard? You didn't hear anything? Okay. For cleaning and laundry, it's $10,000.
Oh damn!
For clothes, it's $135,000.
A month.
Telephone
for a damn shopping spree.
Yeah, for a telephone.
For entertainment, bro.
For entertainment. $900,000 for entertainment. This is a month. She wants $2 million per month.
$900,000 for entertainment. What are you doing for entertainment that costs you per? Hey, look, and it seems to be a pattern because ever since the actual COVID hit and the shutdowns have happened, what are you spending $900,000 on for entertainment for?
OnlyFans.
See, stop it.
She should be making money, not money, if that's the case.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Personally, I don't like those numbers. You know what I mean? I think they're exorbitant, but then when you have to look, you have to factor in the same way California State would factor in the lifestyle that he's afforded her.
Yep.
You got to add on how many years he's afforded her that lifestyle and his net worth. And Dr. Dre is worth, I think, $600 million now. So all of those are things
way closer than that. He's way bigger than that.
But well,
once he signed the Dre Beats, he is $1 billion in there.
No, but
no. Forbes just came out with their list. I don't know if he made some, bad investments or something, but if he was ever a billionaire, he's not now. The point is, it's still a very, very large amount. And her being a lawyer, and she studied law in California, she knows everything that they're going to look into pertaining to him. Her having been his wife, she's provided free legal fees for him over the years. She's handled business dealings for him. So she actually knows why she can, put those high numbers out there. And there's a strong chance that she'll get that. And even if she doesn't, she knows she'll get about half of that. So she's basically bidding high, knowing that once negotiations start, it's going to get a little lower. So she's actually quite smart with what she's doing.
That's some bullshit, though. Did they end this shit on bad terms or something?
Hold on.
It seemed like she going for the jugular.
So what happened was is that she's going in on him because supposedly he was abusive.
Yeah.
Physically and emotionally. So she's a little bit bitter. You dig what I'm saying? If so that is the allegation.
So supposedly it was bad.
She deserves that money.
So supposedly it is on bad terms, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, when you really look at situations like those, celebrity couples or well-to-do couples, the reality is like I said, she was smart. She already knew there was allegations of abuse. Everybody knows what Michelle said. Everybody knows what he did to D Barnes back in the day. So 9 times out of 10, she just bided her time and got her evidence, took her pictures, and you know where I'm coming from. And at the end of the day, her being his wife for so long, she's the only one that can, without a shadow of a doubt, prove those abuse allegations if she releases whatever evidence she stopped, which is why she's asking for such a large amount. He know why she's smacking his head like that. I can release these photos to the tabloids and show them how bad you was beating me up, or you can run me my money and I'll leave you alone. Only thing that's going to come from
allegedly so far.
But allegedly, we cannot say that he did it, but allegedly,
I didn't say he did it.
I mean, but you never said allegedly. And remember, we are on
you're right.
like certain platforms. You cannot say for a fact that that's
give
what
me
it
a moment for the disclaimer.
So
I was explaining it from her point of view. Right. I said, let me give my disclaimer. I was speaking from probably her mindset. I wasn't saying that he actually did abuse her. So pardon my faux pas, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
I wasn't saying he's guilty.
So Cliff note. So allegedly, all this is on bad terms because allegedly he was abusive and she has all this stuff on it, which is why she is aiming for the dome shot.
Allegedly.
So why not out of court settlement?
Because
maybe she don't want that. Maybe she want all that.
Nah. See, if it's out of court, he's not gonna give her what she wants. You feel me? This is going to get ugly. You know what I'm saying? When you're separating from somebody, especially if the person is being separated from don't want to let go, he's going to give resistance. He holds the upper hand because he's the breadwinner. He done spoiled her and gave her this type of life.
But if she had, okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but if she has the legal training, she knows exactly what she cannot do and what he can. And if he is you know what I'm saying, I just put it away. She won't get something like that. And like he did get bad for good amount.
And then not only that, I think everybody also has to take into account in the state of California, what type of caliber woman he's dealing with also comes into play. The fact that she went all the way through law school, past the bar, and could have been a practicing officer of the court. They also factor in the fact that she basically gave up what the courts would consider to be a solid career to be a housewife to him for all of these years. They factor that in too. They ask, what was your profession? Did you get your degree? What's your certifications? And then they attempt to add up how much money she could have made all them years. That also goes into her divorce settlement. If y'all didn't know,
that is BS.
Now,
that is BS because who probably paid for that? They were together when they were young in their teenage years or in their early 20s. They've been together for how long now? Let's see. Let's look this up real quick. They've been together for what? 17, 20 something years. They raised kids together. If there is anything to be factored in, it's the fact that, she might have been a punching bag. You dig what I'm saying? Waited her turn in order to manipulate him. But I don't get it because if she was such a smart woman and such a lawyer as you claim that she is, then she would have already taken him for the money when he was before an 800 millionaire. You understand what I'm saying? Something ain't sitting right well with me because no woman that is a lawyer that understands abuse, that understands bylaws, all these things, would sit around and just take that shit. She would have divorced him early. And she would have got child support. She would have got child support from him. All the kids are grown now. All of them are grown.
That's what I'm breaking down to you now. Number one, her being a lawyer and being smart, it was smarter for her to stay and negotiate his business deals to make sure that he maximized his money when she left. As far as child support goes, when he was just a producer and he wasn't $1 million man, her having been a lawyer, if she did anything right then and there, she wouldn't have gotten child support because she would have been the initial breadwinner. Her going after him now that their children are grown, child support is not going to sit on the table. They are going to look at what she could have done with her life. She actually played a very big chess move with waiting this long. She helped him build that money. And the fact that her acting as his lawyer for so many years, that means her name showed up on paperwork. So it's proof that I basically was doing pro bono work for you for 20 years. Now, had you been another client as big as you, this is how much money I would have made at it. And I did it for free for you, as well as being your housewife, as well as birth your kids. Trust me when I tell you, this is like the ultimate video vixen move with degrees to back it up. I'm sorry.
So the court goes off a hypothetical situation.
And that's where the problem comes in. And that's what I was going to say. The fact that they do an estimate and then give her that money is messed up. I'll agree with you. You know, me being a woman doesn't change my thoughts on that, but that's exactly how they do it. How much money could she have made if she didn't dedicate her entire life to you?
That's
let
bullshit.
a dude do some of that estimating.
Hold on. No. This is where I get offended, because how did you live that lifestyle if that man wasn't working? Like, this is Dr. Dre. Like, how would you be able to live that lifestyle and be able to claim that you were there when he was making all this money? You had to have lived a lifestyle that he paid for personally. You are the one that sacrificed your life in order to be a proverbial punching bag, allegedly, right? So you're going to sit there and take abuse and emotional abuse, however the hell it happened, and then all of a sudden, because he's close to the billions and he made that big deal, now you're ready to settle. Now you're ready to take him for everything. That is the reason why men are so scared. I don't give a damn if you got $500 in your pocket. You best get something going on, because you never know when you make it. You understand me? That's what's scary about this whole situation.
I think the truth of the matter is, a lot of times when it comes to possible marriages, you know, people be so in love and so forth and so on. They don't think about the possibilities after the fact. Like, one thing that's always been known, California is a 50-50 state as far as divorces and if you have money, but it's also notoriously geared towards protecting women, period. And it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Chinese, or what. Even with prenups, it literally, judges in California have been known to throw a prenup that's pretty much airtight out and make a decision in the favor of a man paying some spousal support, some alimony, some child support, things that was covered in the prenup. The smallest thing, like a woman can say, well, I signed a prenup under duress. He told me he wasn't going to marry me if I didn't sign it, and I was really, really in love with him, so I signed. A judge, or some judges, will look at that, take that true to heart, say it was under duress, and toss the prenup out.
Wow.
In California.
That's bullshit.
That's some bullshit. So what is the point of a prenup if it does not hold up? What is the point of that? Do we need contracts on top of that to make sure it holds up?
Well, that's
we need a prenup. We need a prenuptial nuptial.
I feel you on that. In other states, a prenup will stand no matter what the situation is. If you can't prove the rest, if you don't have video or audio of somebody holding a gun to your head making you sign it, then the prenup will stand. But California is notoriously known for protecting the woman. They feel like the opportunities in California are greater for women than men. So a lot of times those prenups get thrown right out of court. Do you know how many men have appealed in a different court because they felt like a judge was being biased? And only a handful of those judges say, okay, yeah, I think the judge was doing too much. The prenup is going to stand. If you look all the way back to Ike and Tina, you feel where I'm coming from? Think about how long ago that was. Ike contested that and he had to go before another judge. And a lot of people didn't know that there was indeed a prenup. That's why she said, take everything. Just leave me my stage name. He didn't even want her to have that. She stayed steadfast. So that's all she ended up having, which was worth more to her considering what happened. But the first judge was fully prepared to throw that prenup out and make Ike pay Tina.
If he actually put his hands on her, you know what I'm saying? If he did something violent to her, I dig it. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if she's foolish enough to sit there to wait for $800 million deals just in order to torture this man and dominate him later in life, that makes me think twice about like how women think. And just like Zena said, just like a whole lot of people said that's been chiming in, she's being greedy. And she's wrong because she wasn't in the gym. This Joker done produced most of the classics that we've ever known. I can't understand. I've never heard of her brokering the deal between him and Apple You dig what I'm saying? In order to sell Dre beats. I'm not sure if that's factual, but she does not deserve $10,000 in laundry. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Come on, man. The kids are grown. How much laundry do you have to have after all the kids are grown? Be honest with me.
That's crazy, man. That is.
You should have all clean clothes. You could just walk around naked. Fuck that. Kids gone.
I mean, a lot of men have to remember is women can be super, super loving and super, super vindictive. So for a woman hearing what's going down, it's not a shock that whatever may or may stay all this time. So he's
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Erica. She was on the show last week. Shout out to Premier Cocktails.
Much love, much love. Yo, Star, can you repeat that, please? Because you.
So, I mean, you know what? I posed this question because, of course, Erica chimed in. We do have Star. We're waiting on her to return. It's been a major storm out here, everybody. You got to bear with us. So,
yes, please.
So please bear with us. We're still social distancing. It's going to be a hard fight. You dig what I'm saying? To get, great information out. But I have to ask. I have to ask women this: if it's not based on how all women think, it seems that the consensus when we see that men become successful, they take them for everything. Maybe lack of an erection, maybe lack of affection. Like we have to hear like the truth. What would make a woman want to take half or everything from a man? How do y'all feel like y'all deserve it when you weren't in the gym shooting? You weren't the one producing. You didn't have the ear. You didn't do this. You were just a helper or a great assistant. Like I get it. You dig what I'm saying? Like I get that, but that doesn't mean that you deserve half of everything. That doesn't mean that you deserve $10,000 a month for laundry alone. Like, can y'all really understand the astronomical? Like, dollars that are going into $10,000 a month in laundry.
These numbers are ridiculous, to be honest. And like Star said, she's just out to get him. And some people are like that. Some people are just cutthroat. They just don't give a fuck. They don't care. Oh, okay, I got you now. Everybody's mission is not humble. Some people, like, she's been there for, they've been together, 24, 25 years? Been married 24 years?
Give or take.
Yeah, I mean.
Now, what if the shoe was on the other foot? You know what I'm saying? Like, the conversation.
And I was just going to say that,
Yeah, but, and also this goes back to a point that, matter of fact, Weezy, you've made this point several times. This shows that not even by contract, by law, what does a man got to do to be protected out here? You know what I mean? Because, like, let's say, because all this is alleged. We won't know what happened until things are settled in court. She could be BSing, or it could be the other way around. We don't know. But let's say, hypothetically, allegedly, what she's saying is not true. And with all this being said, something is binding as a prenuptial. Something as, what she say?
Same with
bitter baby mamas. Yeah, right. So something is binding as a prenuptial agreement, which is a binding agreement to say whatever you brought to the table in the marriage, when the marriage ends, that's what you leave with. When that is non-existent and renders, in this case, the man once again vulnerable, what is it that actually protects us out here?
Not getting married.
Dang, that's extreme.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you're really worried about, and here's the breakdown to it. Like, honestly, I feel like if you provide a person a certain lifestyle and y'all split, you still, as the man, you still somewhat, I get it. But to that extreme, that's bullshit. In the system, it seems like every fucking system is against us. You dig what I'm saying? If the situation was vice versa, oh, this should be buzzing, and they would be shitting on Dr. Dre right now. You feel me?
like with Mary J and her
And
ex-husband.
Kendu Isaacs. Yep.
Man, you know
And
what I'm
who
saying?
else? Who else?
Said it.
It was somebody else too.
I don't know. I can't remember.
It was somebody
But
recently, maybe a few years ago. But okay, so what I was going to use the example of, do y'all have anybody seen Why Did I Get Married To?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think
Remember
so.
what happened to
Yeah.
Janet and Idris?
I know what you're talking about. No,
And
that was Malik Yoba.
I'm sorry, Malik. I'm sorry. Ooh, where did Idris come from?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry y'all. If they both chocolate. Malik, how everybody, how she went. He went to court and she just started acting a fool. You're not getting my money. You didn't write these books.
Right. He
Well,
was trying to get
I wouldn't
He was trying to get
necessarily
half
say
of book revenue. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. But I mean, that went real bad. He just said, forget it, and went to the banks and
Yeah.
withdrew everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
extreme. Now, the difference is from the movie to real life. Let's use Nicole Young
Yeah.
for example. If she,
Mhm.
didn't wait for the courts to decide and she just went and withdrew everything of Dr. Dre, she would then go to jail. And then,
Mhm.
their divorce would be on ice until she get out if they decide to actually give her jail time. So, that's
Right.
kind of the difference. And I mean, don't get me wrong, even though I'm a woman, I do feel like sometimes the courts, do the men dirty. But
Mhm.
at the same token, it's
Sometimes.
I don't know. I think if people actually married each other for love and not for what they can get out of it, then when it's split, the woman wouldn't want so much and the man wouldn't want to not take care of her at all. One of the
Facts.
stipulations to getting alimony is, if the woman gets married again, then the alimony stops. So think about how many women stay single just to keep collecting a check from that man.
Wow.
And again, this has a lot to do with, says a lot about that particular person. And it's a lot, there's a lot of examples, but not every woman thinks this way. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like not every man is the same, not every woman is the same. And you have to, like, this man has a lot of money. So you gotta,
But
she stuck
I would
around
say
for years,
this.
I understand that. But
Something recently had to happen that really, really scarred her to make her say, I'm gonna take this nigga for every dime that I can get him for.
Well, hell
She,
have no
um,
woman. Hell
I
have
guess
no fury, bro.
I
Like,
guess that would be my cue since I always hear all the backroom gossip. So
Correct.
allegedly, he's getting
yeah.
ready to be a daddy again.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that would be
so he
if it's the
cheated,
truth. Look, allegedly, so we don't get
allegedly.
sued. Allegedly. Well, it's not even for those type of women. It's not so much as the cheating. They know the caliber.
Uh-oh. They stop and start from being great tonight, y'all. I don't care what nobody say.
Start telling it all, yo.
She
Right.
told
See the powers
I
that
don't
be
think
are
it's so much as
working.
cheating
Oh, there we
as
go.
opposed to proof that you weren't protected when you cheated. Because now this chick is saying she about to be your baby mama, allegedly.
Mm, that's crazy.
her.
But and I'll say this, just to look at this from a societal standpoint, I would say, because the thing about this, like, all right, granted, let's just take the thought of when a bad relationship ends and a divorce happens and the woman takes the dude for half or everything he's got. In society, that is a very, very marketed point of view. There are songs about women wanting that women create about taking dudes for half of what they got and so on and so forth. It's very, very marketed and it's very desensitizing, and well, at least not to the fellas, because like we get the ass end of it most times. But like every time I hear a story like that, it takes me back to that song. What's in Blue Contrail? Remember that song, Hit 'Em Up Style?
Hell yeah.
That's what that song was about. She was running dude for all his stuff. You feel me? And there's been many songs, and media pushes after that, marketing that stuff. But and at each time, we've been on the ass end of that. And so so and for real, Why Did I Get Married To is the only time I've ever seen a man publicized or marketed as being on the front end of that situation.
Mhm.
Now that we're talking about it, I've never seen that aside from that movie.
Mary J. Blige just went through that with her ex-husband, Kendu Isaacs. He was managing her, and he wanted half too.
I wasn't informed on that, so that's what happened with her.
Hey, look, listen, hold up, because I just came in on the right goddamn part. When y'all start comparing dudes that never had nothing to do with the female period, that is so rare. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many men have actually won something? Men are never greedy. I've never seen a man be greedy, maybe possessive with their bitch asses, but I've never seen a man be greedy when it comes to money. And we know we never win. So let's start mentioning guys that finally won something.
And granted, there's also no bias towards
no. If we're going to mention all the women, we're going to mention the one instance of the man. And once the details of her divorce decree came out, because nobody had a non-disclosure, it wasn't sealed, it's out there, he was greedy from jump. He took her money the entire time they was married and funded the lifestyle of his mistress. Where he was
Adele's somebody.
Wait a minute. He was
how many men compared to women that win on a daily basis? Can you look up the facts? Hold up, I'm gonna look up the facts. You go ahead and spew whatever you want to spew, but I'm gonna look up the facts.
Okay, well, Google is right there for you, honey. As I said, he was taking her on out-of-town trips, Caribbeans and all that other stuff, marking it down in her books as business trips and business meals. He put this girl in a highly expensive condo and he put it down as another office. All of this is stuff she didn't find out until her accountant started digging and was like, well, wait a minute, what about this? What about this? What about this? And she knew nothing about all of that stuff. The reason that you don't say, okay, no, we're not going to compare, we're not going to split, is because apples are still apples, whether they're green apples or red apples. He doing the same thing that females are doing, so he getting lumped into the
fucking answer. Wrong fucking answer. You're not going to sit up there and say apples are apples, because honestly, by law and by the stats that I'm looking at, there is no way that men receive, what is it? Spousal support. 1,200 men receive spousal support compared to 380,000 women. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not the judge.
Ain't no apples in this shit. Come on. Hey, nah. I need you to digress. There's no such thing as apples, young men.
You will not give me the digress on this.
Men. There are only 1,200 men.
Agree to disagree moment, because I'm not going to digress.
Compared to 380,000.
So what? So he gets a pass because he's one that you familiar with?
They all get passes compared to how much y'all be working the fuck out of the regular working man. These aren't even millionaires.
He get a pass, and you know what? You know what? So here's my question: Does he get a pass? Does he get a pass because you're a man, or does he get a pass because you just graduated? He don't get no damn pass. If the women can't get a pass, he ain't getting one.
180,000 women.
So what?
Compared to 1,200 men between the years of 2000 and 2010. This is 2020. This is the old stat.
Okay, and I still
be a woman about it and state that women are fucking greedy. And I'll let that shit go. I want to hear you bow down and just be like, you know what? Women are greedy as fuck. 380,000 compared to 12,000 between the years of 2000 and 2010 on the census? Get the fuck out of here.
Who?
If you don't get past, he's not getting past.
And that's the end of round one.
Yeah. Shit. What was that last thing you said, Star? You cut out a little bit.
She said he's not getting a pass.
Oh, okay.
If she can't get a pass, he can't get a pass.
But she's doing apples.
Right?
She's saying an apple is an apple, but comparison, and Erica, my bad, that will escalate quickly because I looked at the stats. So this is not even a recent stat through the census. But as we speak, from 2000 to 2010, there has to be somebody out here that's brave enough to say, as a woman, to be like, yeah, 380,000 compared to 12,000. Shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? In how the courts view us as men. Mm-hmm. And there are plenty of men that are out here. 9 times out of 10, they're not of my color because we don't have time to be stay-at-home fathers. But 9 times out of 10, they're of another hue, and they have lawyers or they have family members that can back them up. I would never win that. No black male, nobody Hispanic, excuse me, of that descent would ever win something like that, to actually have that type of money, and or the courts consider him to need spousal support. We got to be realistic about this. We're making a big deal out of something that honestly has never been in the court of a man. And I just want one female, whether it be Erica, whether it be Zena, whether it be somebody, to be like, yeah, 380,000 compared to 12,000 men. Come on now, that's astronomical. Be honest.
It is, but also, like Zena said, you have to blame the system.
There you go.
We don't have control over that. And then too, people push. Yes, some women are greedy. Not all women are that way.
Obviously, 380,000 women are greedy.
Well, compared to how many other women, though?
Compared to how many other men? 12,000.
There are millions of women. There are millions of men. And those women just so happen to be the ones to be greedy. I am divorced. I did not go after alimony or child support. I am one of them women, okay? So you can't say every woman is like that.
Well,
I barely get money now.
I can't say every woman, but 380,000 out of how many? You figure you have that? Come on now. We haven't even added up from what, 2010 to 2020?
No, and it may be more, but again, you can't say, just like we can't say every man is not a good man, because that's not true. Every woman is not greedy, because that's not true. And then, like the system, we have no control over that. But the push comes from the people, but the ultimate ending judgment is from the court.
But can we all agree that, and just like Zena just said a couple moments ago, there is an automatic bias in the system when it comes to male and female? I'd say, let's not even say 9 out of 10. I'll extend the olive branch and say 7 or 8 out of 10 times. A seemingly scorned woman is more than likely going to capture the favor of a judge rather than the man.
And I said this before when we were talking about child support. The system is not for you guys. They do not protect you guys. They are for us. We are the quote unquote weakest link, so they're going to go for us. I've said this before.
And I don't think none of us disagree on the fact that the courts are, I guess you would say, angled more towards the women. The point, though, is when you start talking the numbers, Zena just said it, actually, as I was thinking it. The judges is who made those decisions. You can't blame the women for maybe possibly coming into the courtroom on some scorned BS and a judge deciding that he's going to agree with her. They make the final decision on that, not the woman.
So compared to 380,000 scorned women, there are only 12,000 males that were scorned.
That's not even what I'm saying. The number that you gave, that's how many times the judges agreed with the woman.
They allow.
Time out. Star, you said you can't blame the women because the judge agreed. No, you have to blame the women because the women brought it to the table. They're asking for this bogus shit. It just so happened these judges is agreeing with it. So you can't take the blame away from the women on that one.
Okay, now that you've said that.
No, you cannot.
If you're speaking specifically on the women.
You faded out, babe.
Star, you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. What I was saying, Rock, I said I wasn't saying that it wasn't the fault of the woman that went.
You cut out again, Star.
Hey, look, shout outs to Erica.
I'm not saying, okay, it's not her fault that she went to court scorned and she won. I'm saying it's not my fault that a judge decided that her BS was logical and he sided with her.
Can I ask y'all a question before I know we got to move on, and I just want to do this for, and Erica made a valid point.
Here we go.
Child support is definitely set up for men to fail. How many women, unlike men, I got to look up the facts, but there are a lot of single brothers out here that don't take women for child support at all because we want to be done with you emotionally. You dig what I'm saying? We'll take our kids, we will hustle, we'll catch charges, cases, whatever the fuck it takes for us to survive without you. Why do women feel like they have to be attached to a man monetarily instead of being free?
Women that do that are just trying to hurt you, to be honest. Now, some women need child support, okay, but some people come after you to get back at you. They know they can hit your pockets and it's going to hurt you. And it's going to hurt you not as much as not seeing your children, but it's going to hurt you bad because you don't have that money. You know what I'm saying? So they're coming after you because they want to make you feel something. Point blank, period. If you want to be done with a person, be done with them. If you need the support, okay. But there is a certain amount of, you got to be rational. You have to be fair. And some people don't want to be fair because they don't give a fuck.
But I'm just saying, it takes a different kind of person to literally devote their life to the misery or the pleasure of seeing the misery of someone else. That whoever, whether it's financially or emotionally, whatever those women that we're speaking of, if that's your whole premise, you need to look in the mirror, because for real, that's sickening.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody who does not care enough of themselves to just let it go. When you want somebody to hurt for no reason or just because you feel a certain way, that's somebody who does not care that much about themselves. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Bye. Fuck you. Get on my face.
So let's keep it moving, because this I kind of want to skip past it, because we already talked about the child support. I want to bring that shit back up, talking about Future and Rain. Future got a whole lot of kids, whole lot of baby mamas. We already know that.
We don't need to go into child support. We don't
Let's talk about your man Tory Lanez apologizing to Megan. What the fuck? I think he was better off just keeping his mouth shut. Which I think.
He didn't listen to PR this time around. He should have just let people speak on his behalf and keep on like he was supposed to. Now, granted, Olive Branch again, everything is still alleged because he did not directly state exactly what he was apologizing for, you can fill in the gaps on what it implies.
Yeah, but he did not specifically say, so they cannot hold him.
So he can. So it's like, really, like, for instance, if somebody wanted to use that as evidence, it holds not a lot of weight at all, because it's very indirect. It could have. We don't know the dates, the times. We don't know what he could be talking about because he didn't state what he was apologizing for.
He was drunk.
He was drunk, but I mean,
that's all we got from it. He was drunk. All right, you right.
let's be real.
I want to go on record as saying that statement that you just made on behalf of Tory Lanez sounds like I did not have sexual relations with that woman, and it's right.
Hey,
what are you saying?
Hold on, whoa! I need it.
Repeat that statement again, bro. Maybe I missed it because I didn't hear that. But say that again.
What I said was, it's still alleged because in the text message that I read, he did not state what he was apologizing for. That's all I say.
But he's basically saying it's deniable plausibility, and it's whack.
Yeah, bro. He shouldn't have said.
But that's what his lawyer's going to use. You gotta be real. You gotta be honest.
I didn't say that's what it would. I'm didn't say it wasn't going to be.
I'm just saying,
well, all right, go ahead.
You gotta be real, because that's what they're going to look at, because he did not.
But see, what the prosecution going to do is use that against him. You feel me? They're going to say, "What were you apologizing for?" You dig what I'm saying? Why were you apologizing?
And guess what?
He can say anything. At that point,
say anything.
At that point, he don't have to say.
It's not his job to prove his innocence. It's the prosecution's job to prove that he's guilty. He don't have to say nothing.
And for real, and at that point, he can say anything, because right at that point they trying to put a story together. For real, he can say anything, because at the end of the day, a judge can look at that and says this proves nothing. He apologized, but what he apologized for?
You're absolutely 100% right. But that's why they need somebody like me in the courtroom, because you know why? I am going to ask him what was he apologizing for. He can make up any lie he want. Then I'm going to look at the time that text message came in and compare it to the time that the incident happened. I'm going to ask him, why did that text message come so soon after the incident happened? Then I'm going to get the trajectory. Listen, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. Okay, and a judge is gonna say overruled. How about that? No, I don't know what the judge is saying.
There you go. Badgering the witness.
You're badgering the witness.
I'm not badgering the witness.
And you sound bitter. You sound like Kamala Harris. You sound like a goddamn DA agent. You sound weird as shit because the facts do not dictate that he did anything.
Okay.
The police were out there on the scene. Nobody saw fragments. Nobody saw nothing. Now all of a sudden, because he apologized because the night was too lit.
You said, wait a minute. You said nobody saw fragments, nobody saw nothing? Is that what you just said? I want you to.
They said that they saw bullet fragments embedded in her ankle.
She went to the hospital and they pulled bullet fragments out her feet.
But she just because it was glass.
And I was gonna, and that's my point. And that's my point.
God,
and that's my point. Yes, she did lie at the scene, but they're gonna.
Oh man, Star,
you blowing
she
me,
switching
right?
Up
Because
them Caribbean women, man, you gotta watch them. You better watch the Caribbean women.
Don't be comparing her to Kamala now.
I'm just saying there would be a lot of emotion behind that court. I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, you can get nothing from that. There's nothing you're gonna get from that text message. And my question is, who leaked it?
She did.
Who? Oh, so she leaked it,
bruh. Look, even though
I was asking. So she leaked it.
But either way you look at it, bruh, to say I'm sorry is an admission of guilt. You dig what I'm saying?
No, that's facts.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna throw this out there. Let's take a leap. Let's say Tory didn't do it. Let's say his bodyguard did it, and he just shutting the fuck up just for the simple fact that he's trying to protect his man. Is that possible?
An admission of guilt without explaining what you're guilty of cannot be used. It's just an admission of the fact that you're guilty of doing something. This cannot be used. And unfortunately, with him doing what he did, he's not going to be charged. But he did not say one time, I'm sorry for shooting you in the foot.
Facts. And if that wasn't court,
I'm sorry for doing, if that's the case. This cannot be used against him. And the reason why I say objection, you're badgering the witness, because the questions you were asking him, the defense will come at you with that, and the judge is either going to overrule it or sustain. They're going to tell you to change the way you're addressing the witness.
And we're sitting here talking about LA County, okay? We're talking about LA, okay? These people brought a whole helicopter out, arrested him for gun charges, but there was no evidence, no ballistics, no nothing that proved that he actually shot her in the ankle. They're not going to let that go. If they're going to get at a black rapper, they're going to get at a black rapper. You understand what I'm saying? She cannot just say it's broken glass. That makes no damn sense in anybody's book, especially when it comes to LA County, PD, and LAPD, whatever the hell you want to call them.
And if they found fragments in her foot, they were supposed to report it.
You understand me? That's automatic.
They are supposed to report it. You get no pay. Okay, I'm gonna lie. They have to report that.
Who's to say that they didn't, and it's just a tight investigation right now?
How in the hell would it be a tight investigation? Anytime TMZ exposes something, it's wide open. It's over with. It's over with. We already know. Those are lawyers, him and Black Harvey, whatever the hell, they all look alike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen black and white look that much alike. You dig what I'm saying? But anytime they say something, usually it's gospel, but for some reason, he never had to make a statement. He never had to do a PR thing, anything. I don't know if this is actually real, the actual text message. You can front a text message nowadays. People have technology, excuse me, not technology, that where you can actually expose a person, you know what I'm saying, privately and not even know. He could have been apologizing for a whole nother incident doing the goddamn stuff that he was doing on IG. You dig what I'm saying? Just because he was drunk doesn't mean that he shot you. And he still hasn't come out publicly and said, my goddamn fault. I haven't seen any audio. I haven't heard anything from him.
And at the end of the day, all we have are the excerpts from the text. We don't have dates of the text. We don't have time. Not that I've seen. We don't know what the text is pertaining to because he didn't state it. We don't know what he's sorry for. He didn't state it. And everything I just said, that nothing is stated. If they bring that up in court, the first objection is going to be, what does this got to do with the case? It says there's nothing in there that's connected. It's not enough.
At the end of the day, the deciding factor in all of this that we're debating right now is who has the better lawyer. Maybe his lawyers will be smart enough to point out that he didn't say nothing. Maybe they won't be. And people call surprise witnesses all the time. Her friend was there who hasn't said nothing yet. Maybe they'll put her on the stand. Who knows how it's going to turn out.
Hey, Nikki.
Shout out to Nikki. What's going on, Queen?
Hey, shout out to Nikki. Hey, look. Hold on, real quick, y'all. You didn't say that it decided on who has the better lawyer. You were actually stating supposed facts. And I want you to regress and actually tell me what the facts are from a text message. Because you said if you were a prosecutor, you'd be at his ass.
Okay.
So let's be real about it. Why would you be at his ass and you ain't seen no proof? The police ain't said nothing. Nobody said anything other than a text message. She didn't even say nothing until
you know how many people go to jail from just circumstantial evidence as a
What does that have to do with facts? Are you into that? Are you into people going there for substance?
That's your
evidence?
job. That's your literal job. And I didn't say that it was facts. I was stating all the questions that I would be asking him, which is what a prosecutor is supposed to do. What do you mean?
Yep.
I'm supposed to try to take your damn head off so I can win my case. Period.
If we're gonna go off of everything that you just said or all the evidence that we had, which is only a text, because we didn't hear anything from her saying that he actually shot her the day of and or past that, until she finally got frustrated because we were dogging her out in the media. Let's be honest. It was men, it was women. Everybody was like, she had to do something to that little 4'11" ass nigga. Like, it had to be something that happened. She must have beat on that Bama, y'all. I get it, but you have to be realistic. If we are going to talk about facts purely, what would you have to go on? He didn't admit shit.
It don't. You know,
do you want me to answer?
Because the prosecution
substantial evidence. What do you have?
Every little bit of evidence, even with a text message, they will use it just to try to get a person convicted. I've seen this. I've witnessed this. And if you have enough strength behind your what you're saying, you can kind of sway the jury. It just depends. But it's up to the defense to fight for this person. But in actuality, it's really just the prosecution's job to try to convict them. The defense doesn't have to do anything. But they can use anything, a piece of hair that ain't got nothing to do with him. They can use it if they want against this person. Doesn't mean it's substantial evidence, but they can use it because they want it.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you, Louisa. I have a question for you, Louisa, because it seems that AI is asking me questions he really don't want me to answer. My question is, so you said that the prosecution will use anything to convict you, correct? So given the nature of this case, can they pull any domestic violence situations he's had in the past where he's had to sit in a courtroom for as proof of his character? They do that too, don't they?
Yes, they can. Yes, they will.
And that don't have nothing to do with this case directly,
no,
but they will pull that as the type of person he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's not get started, Mr. AI, about
no, we about to get started. We about to get started, Star, because we got to go on what you just said. And
you didn't even let me finish, so how do you know what I said?
Because we don't have any goddamn substantial evidence. Where is the bullet fragment? Where are the bullet fragments at? Where is everything going on?
Are you going to keep asking me that again? The bullet fragments are in evidence because they pulled them out of her foot. Okay. So do you want me to talk or do you want us to just go back and forth? Because I can answer your questions.
I've been in the military. They do ballistics. They know once you get a fucking gunshot, there is substantial evidence that they must look at. They have to look at this shit. She can't renege on that. She cannot run back and be like, all right, bet, this is what it is. Get the fuck out of here.
You tag me in when you're done.
You tag, young, because you get on my damn.
I love you too. Now, you asked me about actual evidence. So, actual evidence. You said, where are the bullet fragments? They're probably in evidence with the police now, because when she went to the hospital, I almost said hotel, damn. When she went to the hospital, that is where the police first learned that it was not glass in her foot and actual bullet fragments. Everybody knows when there's a gunshot victim, if them cops can pull any fragments out of any part of your body, the police take that as evidence. So where's that? The police got that. Also, in a court, police testimony is evidence. So if one of them officers goes and sits on that stand and says, well, at the scene, she told us that her foot was cut by glass, but we took her to the hospital and discovered bullet fragments, his statement is going into evidence too. I wasn't speaking on evidence. I said, as a prosecutor, these are the questions that I would be asking. Namely, you're drunk. What happened that made you stick a gun out of a window when a girl was more than 4 feet away from your vehicle, aim that gun at the ground and fire?
First and foremost, you're wrong, because they said that he shot her while she was in the vehicle.
No, wrong
Now,
again.
mind you,
Wrong again.
bullshit.
Wrong again. First of all, she didn't get shot in her ankle. She got shot in her heels. She was walking away. He stuck a gun out the window and aimed towards her feet and shot.
You obviously have not looked at the evidence, because she posted a picture and it peeled her ankle off, supposedly. So
that could have been a ricochet. The picture was of her heels, the holes in her heels. I saw the picture.
Come on.
Did you
Now,
see the
Brandon,
same
did
picture
you
I
see-
saw?
Question: did you see both feet? I only saw a picture.
And she got some fucked up feet. Yeah, you gonna know this man's a stallion. Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. Don't even try it. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it.
It look like that shot at. Yo, who the fuck ain't gonna shoot at them feet? She pulling bitches out. I'm gonna shoot at the motherfuckers too. Yeah,
I cannot stand this dude. I can't stand.
Okay,
this
so
dude.
let me go back to what Star was talking about, the officer on as a witness. Now, officers that are on the scene, if they did not notice if they did not notice gun fragments or bullet holes or any evidence of shooting, and if they notice it and then report it, they're in trouble. If they did notice it, if they didn't notice it, they're gonna want to know why, and why did they believe the fact that she got cut by glass? When you're on the scene, you're supposed to investigate. You're supposed to see what's going on. If you are called for a witness as an officer, and you do not, and they're not going to ask you outside of your realm. So a lot of officers that come on the scene are only on the scene. The ones that come into the hospital are the investigators or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So there are different people for different scenarios. If an officer was on the scene and he saw that stuff, he's supposed to report it. He's going to get in trouble for not reporting. The people in the hospital, the doctors, the nurses, if they find bullet fragments and they don't report it, they're going to get in trouble. Meg can get in trouble for perjury because she lied.
Well, I thought perjury was lying in the oath.
Well, okay, you're right.
Well, it would have been something like
lying, period. You
hindering a police investigation. Right.
Yeah. So she can get in trouble for lying, period. And this text message could not be used against him. They could try, but there's no evidence in this text message that he's apologizing for shooting her, allegedly shooting her. All it is, we can go here, throw our theories, we can go there. We're not there, and I really wish, she can, all this stuff would go over. I wish she could heal, healing everything, and she can move forward. This is really crazy because we're talking about her and him, but this is somebody's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And either way, how it's leaked, the story, blah, 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 somebody's going to get in trouble. And I don't know who, but
yeah.
I just wish they were able to move on because this is some bull.
We need to move on.
We do.
This shit is way too weird.
So we done showcase
Agreed.
And knowledge and everything and all types of we are very
on the exciting note because this next one is kind of weird. So I'm gonna skip over it and I'm gonna double back because I'm excited about what I'm about to talk about. So recently Netflix just released a new series called Cobra Kai. And for those of you who don't know, it actually went back and they brought back the Karate fucking Kid. If you have not seen this series, watch this series. I'm not gonna lie. When they went to Mr. Miyagi gravesite, which it was not his real gravesite, it took me like, dog. Like Miyagi was that dude, you know what I'm saying?
He was.
This old little Asian guy having you doing yard work, is teaching you karate, and just to see that they brought it back and the way they threw the twist on it was so fucking dope. Have y'all got a chance to see it yet?
Yes, I actually watched it when it was on YouTube. Well, it's premium now, but back when YouTube Premium was YouTube Red, it was exclusively on there first. I got that 30-day free trial just to binge watch that damn first season. And I'm gonna tell you this, because like, granted, I grew up on a Karate Kid, the real Karate Kid. Like, Karate Kid Part 2 was my ish. I was a kid. I was the kid in the mirror doing that drum technique like this here. I was in the mirror. I was killing that. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Daniel. Like, straight up. I'm gonna tell you right now. Watch it. 2 seasons is out. It's already cleared for a and for what? Because I've been watching the interviews with, I forgot his name, but the guy who played Johnny. They were actually trying to get Netflix from the jump, but YouTube, basically YouTube was the one who gave them the call back in the bag first, and now that YouTube Red went through that big change, Netflix hit them back, and boom, they exclusively on there now. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, dog. I concur with Rock. I love how they did it. When I say they brought everybody back, they brought everybody back.
Even his mother was back.
Even his mother, like the Cobra Kai members, and for real, I'm a not say everything they brought back, because I don't want to give nothing away. I just say watch it, and I will say this. I'm not even gonna say which episode I'm talking about, but if you watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. That series, I will say the season, in the second season, one of the episodes has one of the best choreographed fight scenes I have seen in a long time, and all the kids wasn't even 18 yet.
Not hyping it enough. The last
oh my god!
Season 2.
See, he just said it. The season finale. The season finale. Tell him, Rock. Tell him. Tell him.
Was throwing hands. The movie directors out there, famous and all, look at that.
Look at that. That's how you post. That's how a fight scene supposed to look. Yeah. From now on, that's how fight scenes look in my Mike Lowry voice. Real talk. You got 14, 15, 16-year-olds going to home base getting bloody, and y'all are out here making rinky-dink scenes. Learn from these kids.
Check it out. Definitely check it out. Hey, by the looks, you looking like
Bruh,
listen,
I'm not.
I don't have much to say. Because I'm just catching up, because I did get the offer to look at that on YouTube. Okay. The 30-day free subscription. I did not partake of malarkey. Okay. I'm not going to curse on this, but I've been catching up. And the storyline has been amazing. It reminds me, it's enough comedy in it. It's enough fighting in it, man. My man Johnny, you know what I'm saying? He out there don't snapping. But I feel like when I catch up to the second season or the third season, somehow something great is going to come from this. Right. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, for you young motherfuckers out there that's listening right now, I need a Last Dragon goddamn series. You understand? And then we good to go. You know, I'm out of here. You know?
Yes, sir. Bring back all right, so since let's go ahead and roll straight into this next one, because this is some shit, literally. So, allegedly, Odell Beckham liked the brown warm one on him.
He likes the pudding.
I'm gonna need to be abreast on this. I'm gonna need to be abreast on this topic. Now, granted, for one, firstly, pause on what AI said, but I'm gonna need to be abreast on this topic. But I'm gonna regret it. So somebody please say for me.
Before we continue, AI. You gotta do that, Joe. What?
Yes.
I didn't know you could do it.
He likes the pudding pops. He loves the pudding. Odell Beckham loves the pudding.
Oh man,
he loves to eat the chocolate.
Oh my God, he just needs Bill Cosby.
Oh my God. Hey.
Trail. Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yo,
we gonna use that.
I ain't gonna hold you. That you might get, with the Cosby impression. I think you giving Ari Spears a run for his money with that one, yo. That one was very close.
Hey, look, I'm working on it. Bro. But thank you very much, sir.
You've been working very hard. That was freaking hilarious.
That
and
was good.
I really don't have much to say, but you nasty fucker.
Wait, I need to know what's going on. What is?
We have ladies here. We got to listen to the ladies first, okay? The ladies have had butts eaten and everything tasted. Y'all have been a smorgasbord of life, okay? What is it? What weirdness is about that? Like, have you ever had somebody taste your butt? Like, let's listen to.
Oh, so he's an ass eiter.
No, he likes to be
shit.
Oh
he
my
likes
God.
to be shat on.
Right.
He likes to be shat on. Let me tell y'all.
All right, whoa. Wait.
You just catching up? What's wrong with you?
Right. Tune in.
I don't usually catch up on shit. Literally.
He caught up on some shit.
Literally, but I don't know if that's the type of shit I catch up on.
Okay,
like lotion. Oh my God.
Yep. I said it wasn't like lotion. Okay, so I think I can answer AR's question a lot quicker than Louisa. I don't know nothing about that. I done R. Kelly'd a few dudes, you know. I know dudes like golden showers. I done pissed on a few, but I ain't never pooped on nobody, nowhere, no time. So I don't know.
Dudes do like golden showers. That's true. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I've been shitted on, but it was by accident.
All right, so, bruh. So we got.
I've been shitted on, like yeah.
So when you say shit, you mean the whole.
I would like to know this story,
bro.
I would like to know this story.
All I know is that I finally got to try anal with a woman, and I went crazy in the poop shoot, and it was over, bro. It was milk chocolate everywhere, bro.
So yeah, so you broke it. See, bro.
Hold up. Because y'all ain't let me finish yet because the shit is crazy, right? Because I was about to come as the shit was pouring out. Did I not tell you once I finished? I did finish. And after that, the smell was terrible, yeah.
Yo,
bro, you was about to create some mutant babies.
Bruh.
Bro, I got bro, it looked like a murder scene. Like if you shot like an M&M in the bed, yeah, and they bled out, that's what the fuck it looked like, bruh. That's what the fuck it looked like, yeah. Real talk.
That's nice.
Bruh, get the fuck out of here, dog.
You ain't live life. You ain't live life till you get shit on, bruh.
I ain't trying to get shitted on.
He had a whole pudding pan.
Bruh.
If a woman allows you to do anal,
no, I was talking about AI.
Do anal, don't go balls deep. You on the first time. Just don't go balls deep, bro.
Don't go balls. So this, bruh, is this the no filter legacy you leaving behind, bruh? Mayo and shit. That's what we doing.
My teeth, my enamel is fucked up. I gotta get a fucking filling done. Like, yeah, listen. Hey, look, Erica. I did not know that women were supposed to do shit at that time. I thought it was an extravagant event. I thought it was beautiful. It was a rare case where a woman actually wanted me in there. And I was like, you know what? Let me try it out. Let me see what's good with it. And the crab all the mustard out the crab just poured out, yeah.
She put you in the trick bag.
Bruh, get the fuck.
Yeah,
these fucking metaphors you using is killing me, dog.
Yeah, you eat mustard. You eat the mustard out the crab, right?
Nah, bro.
I don't.
Do y'all eat crabs?
Yes, I do. But as soon as I found out the mustard was shit, I never ate it.
Well, you're fucked because the mustard is everywhere once you cook them. This is just explosive.
Yeah.
This crazy. Reminds me of that bed, man. Hey, look, I don't know what the fuck that cleaning lady had to go through that morning, but I threw everything in the tub.
Bruh,
I threw everything in the tub.
I plan on eating some crab. I planned on eating crabs tomorrow, and you just fucked it up for me, dog. Like straight up.
Erica said,
you just disrespectful, throw everything in the damn thing. You just throw it in the trash.
How do you prep getting shitted on? Like, do you put down plastic?
What the?
You know what I'm saying? Is there?
How do you play that off?
Now that is Star's expertise. I'll leave that alone.
Oh, my expertise. Okay, first of all, let me make something clear before I respond to this question. Star happens to be an anal virgin. Okay, that is like what is this Star Trek? Places where men have never gone before. I have never done it. Okay,
so you got you got Mars on your back, and you're an anal virgin.
I'm a virgin to it. I've never had it done before ever.
What? Quit.
Hey, quick.
Well, I'm glad I ain't met you in my early life. You would have
Really,
shitted on
really.
me too.
Well, no, and I'm gonna tell you why not. Because I like to read everything, and I used to be a nosy kid, so I do know that she was right when she said that you're supposed to douche first. You take a laxative 3 hours before, and then you douche, so there's nothing in there. I know about it. I'm just not willing to try it.
Hold on.
So,
Okay,
girls,
another fact.
you
Another
heard what
fact.
you heard what
Hey,
Star
hold on,
said.
before y'all get started, another fact. We left the cookout at my uncle's house now, so I'm sorry, y'all. That's she ate a lot of beef that night. It was kind of fucked
See,
up.
you was fucked from the jump, dog. So, anyways, in other words, I guess Star just left a message for all the ladies out here who do that. You gotta clean your system out first before you let somebody in the back door.
Go get a
Yeah.
colonic.
You gotta take your asshole through the car wash, as the clump said.
You know what? That's like my biggest fear. Like, getting shitted on. How do you come back from that? Do you say,
Now,
Bro, what was the aftermath, AI? Like, after the shit was all on you and everywhere, what is the aftermath? What's the reaction and shit? And the
if
clean.
I can describe it to you, Unlike period blood, because you never look down when you have period blood on you. Everybody here done had a little ketchup on their hot dog, right?
On the glizzy.
yeah.
On the glizzy, right? But I can actually say that the smell was horrific.
It smelled like shit.
So, but when you step back,
No. Because everybody out here. No.
I'm sorry.
No,
Y'all some assholes, y'all. Hey, yeah,
no,
look.
that's right.
I'm done.
Listen,
It smells like shit, of course.
Hey, listen, I remember being in the military, and when I went out there and I had to actually shit in a hole, it was a different smell. That's how I smell, young. Nobody's ever smelled their raw sewage. You dig what I'm saying? That was raw as fuck, bro.
So when you step back and you realize that there's shit all over you, like,
it upset me because I came while it was happening. I was coming as it was happening. I was like the dude on Grandma's Boy, bro. I was like, I'm about to finish, and then all of a sudden, there's shit everywhere, bro. I'm coming at the same time, and I could not stop. You ever had your butt cheeks locked? My butt cheeks locked up, bro. My butt cheeks locked.
You bust in the brownie oven.
You was stuck, period. You just stuck.
Bruh.
Messed up. You couldn't do nothing but stand there and get received.
so he had a
Busting
chocolate
the
covered
brownie
glizzy
oven.
that day. Pause.
Hey, yeah, leave me alone. I'm out of here. Yeah. I'm going to listen to y'all.
Hey,
Man. It's fucked up.
Hey, listen, from this day forward, when any of us look at each other and say brownie oven, we just know what we talking about, okay? Brownie
The
oven.
Hershey Highway was not my plan, but it happened.
Fuck out of here.
The peanut butter alley.
So is it clear? So, but according to Star, all the information she read in her coming up, there's a process for women to prepare for this.
Yes, there's a process.
So I guess we can leave the directions in the comments.
Yeah. Go down there and drop the directions, because all y'all need to clean yourself out. Y'all cannot have go to a barbecue and have pork and beans and then come and get your brown eyes shot up in.
Bro, her diet was horrible that night.
Hold on, Star. It sounded like
I should have known better.
They supposed to take a
You said what happened, Rob?
You said they supposed to take a laxative to douche. I could have sworn when you take a laxative, you gonna be shitting for maybe like a couple days.
I
Well,
think
no,
it's
it depends.
But
No.
that's why you do. It helps flush it out.
Right. It's like it depends on what you get, like milk of magnesia or whatever, what have you. But you're supposed to do that 3 hours before you attempt it. Then you give yourself an enema to get the excess out, and then you douche to clean out.
Yeah, this fucks me up because I know damn well women ain't preparing 3 hours before they get some anal, yo. That's crazy as dog shit.
I mean, if you want to do it right and not shit on him,
if you plan on doing that, because a lot of times people don't plan it. But if you plan on, hey, I'm gonna let them do it. They're gonna prepare.
Well,
if it's not planned, then you
that was very
Hey,
interesting.
listen. If it happens by happenstance, okay, cool. But I'm not begging to be in nobody's asshole, bro. Like, I'm done with that. That was the biggest weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like I'm done, bro.
In your
I'm
defense,
never been back again.
I'm about to. Well, in your defense, that would kill anybody's want to do it again. Like,
no, just say appetite. Just say appetite.
Fine,
because it killed me. I didn't eat for a whole week. Bro, I smell barbecue, brisket. I smell everything my uncle cooked, bro. I'm done, bro.
Yo, question. I have a question.
Okay.
Was this at your crib when this happened?
Oh fuck no! It was at a hotel, nigga.
All right. So did anybody had to pay for? Did anybody had to pay for cleanup damages? Or did y'all just clean up and get the fuck?
Bro, I put the shit in the shower. And I washed it off, and I just left the shit in the shower. I was still a gentleman about it, bro. Like I was still a gentleman about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
I mean, it was.
Did you hit it again?
No. Did I hit one again? Now you got to be honest. You got to tell me which hole I hit again, because it's a lot on y'all.
In general, sleep with her again, right?
Yeah, of course.
Whichever hole, did you sleep with her again? So, ladies, it's not that bad.
Don't say whichever hole. Yeah, it was all vagina and head after that. Yeah, ain't nobody about to be playing them games and shit. Take them risks and
that
shit.
That shit is funny. That shit is funny.
So look, let me ask you this question. After she shitted on you, what was the conversation after?
That's what I want to know.
That.
Did she say, "Hey, my bad for shitting on you"? Did she apologize, or did you be like, "Yo, that was some fucked up shit"? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we looked at each other and said, "We gotta get the fuck out of here." That's all we said.
They said the shit hit the fan.
The shit hit the fan.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Griselda, and ain't nobody gonna smell their own ass. You know, if you, look, ain't nobody gonna smell their own shit, bro. I don't give a damn how strong you are. You know, ain't nobody gonna smell their own shit, bro.
I'm just saying. All right, so I'm not gonna. Nah.
Let's move past this shit, please.
Yeah. So,
but hey, wait. You said move past this shit, but we would just spent the whole conversation talking about shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never even mentioned Odell Beckham because he requested a picture. Let's get on him because he actually begs for the shit. Mine was an accident. He actually wants the shit. He wants the shit.
And he's not by himself. It's a lot of men that want that. It's a lot of men that want that. I actually know somebody personally that used to do that for money.
Have you ever shattered on anybody, Weezy?
No, sir.
Have you ever golden showered anybody?
No, but
would you get golden shower?
Hell no! I've been cheated on by baby and dog. That's it.
Hey,
have you been shattered on by a baby?
That like to drink my pee, huh? Ain't that crazy?
Oh,
that's just unsanitary. You should have cut that off immediately. Like,
I had a woman that like to drink my urine, yeah. Like she would fill it up in a chalet or a fucking wine glass and drink my urine. Yeah.
Well,
she'd have been get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
But I wouldn't do it. There's stuff in urine, but I wouldn't do it.
Anything else y'all want to know about me that doesn't need to be said on like regular television? Yeah, because this shit is.
Well, good for you that this ain't regular television.
Hey, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I think it's.
I'm kind of scared to talk about this next topic just because, bro.
What is the next topic, and we'll find out.
God damn it! Somebody had to open the door. So the next topic we're gonna talk about is manscaping. You know.
All right, next topic, and skip it.
Nope. We gonna talk about it.
Because AI posts. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we were getting ready for the show, you know what I'm saying, we were talking about manscaping, and then like the fact that AI said, "Bruh, you should let wifey shave your balls for you," and I'm just like, clippers by my nuts. With somebody else's hand.
I'm about to hold on. Let the woman do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, let her do it.
No.
Why not? You don't trust your woman?
Not with my no. I'm gonna be honest. I trust her, but like
you make a questionable decision.
But look,
if you can't allow your woman to shave your nuts, you need to have a conversation with yourself.
Look. Until you get a pair of nuts and realize why we're so apprehensive, you can't talk to me.
Okay, you're right. But I
Now,
do
we do have an
men.
whole argument about how sensitive they are, and women are very insensitive to balls.
Very insensitive.
Because y'all swear to God that y'all boobs are way more sensitive.
No, we don't.
But
don't try to make me out to be. No, I feel some type of way. Don't make me out to be like there's something wrong with me, and you ain't got no pair of nuts to feel my pain.
I know I do not have a pair of nuts hanging low. Okay.
Good.
Let me
so you don't know this
thing. No, but it'll be easier if you allow her to do it because you know you can really hurt yourself more because you can't see. That's all I was saying.
We got mirrors.
We got mirrors.
You put one on the floor.
Hey, yeah, I'm telling you, I look a little weird doing it because I'm big. I'm 258. I look a little weird doing it, but I hit the tank, the coin purse, all that. Okay. I'm gonna shave my motherfucking shit. Hey, look, I know women love a clean plate. You never know when
Zena, you gonna let your man shave you, Zena? You ain't right.
Would you let your man shave your cooch?
Mm-hmm.
The lips and underneath all that.
And everything.
Start with your. I'm gonna call my initials in it. Then she let me do.
See, you're going too far now.
Would you let it happen? Would you let it happen, Star?
No.
If you had us. No, why not?
Because I'm just like you. I don't want no other person down there trying to cut nothing.
Actually, men are very gentle. So
we very gentle.
They are very gentle because for one, they don't want mess.
You know what else is very gentle? When I lean over and wax myself.
Hold on.
Yeah, we gentle because we want to be gentle.
Hold on, bro. Let's rewind this because she just said something that was key that I've never heard before.
I missed it. What she say?
Fuck do you wax yourself? That's like trying to punch yourself in the face. You can't hurt yourself, I guess, huh?
No, well, I mean, you know, I've been waxing eyebrows since high school and stuff like that. So since I bought a wax, I wax. Not that big of a deal.
I hate to say this
stuff. It's really not. It's like shaving, except you just.
And Zena said, "Fuck no! If a man accidentally nicks her, she's gonna kill him." So,
all right. So, and the feelings mutual, Zena.
Nick ourselves. Either way, you can accidentally do it to yourself.
So, what makes you think I'm gonna trust you with the balls?
Right.
If she's stuck on your balls, you should trust her with your balls. If she's stuck on your
balls, that's different from having a sharp ass object on my balls.
If she does not treat your balls like grapes, do not trust her cutting your shit, bro. She got to treat them like sensitive grapes.
Hey, one more time.
Okay?
This is the rare occurrence where me and Louisa do not agree.
You know why we don't agree? Because I actually had it done and I made my concern. Look, please don't cut me. Please don't do this. Please don't do that. And men are very gentle because why? Because they want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? That's it, you know. They're not gonna try to hurt you on purpose.
Yeah, y'all liable to go down there and play ping pong with the Clippers and shit. We on to that shit.
Erica, you crazy
out of here. Fuck out of here.
I wish that I was as sensitive with my own nuts as women would be with my nuts. You understand me? Maybe they like a little salt and pepper on that motherfucker. Maybe they like a little hair. They like you do it. Hey, all night. I don't know.
Oh, stop.
Women, hey, look, women hate doing that shit after they go down on you, bro. Hey, bro, I be trying, bro. I be trying.
I mean, for real. Okay, so I'm a bigger woman. I got thighs, I got stomach, I got all that shit. I have to do a lot of acrobats to shave. If I don't have to do it, and he wants to do it, he can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say, you want the landing strip or the Bermuda Triangle?
And there's nothing. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, go ahead. I was just being silly.
And there's really nothing wrong with a little bit of hair on it. I mean, we don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, making y'all kill yourselves, but you know, the landing strip, all that thing, you know, the different little fun, you know, just lay it down a little bit. Let me see some waves in that motherfucker. 'Cause I got a story about an Indian woman, of course. I had a Native American woman. And I think I already told y'all this, young. I'm telling you, young, this shit is wicked out here. I'm telling you, I've been around the block, and now I'm starting to sound like a fucking whore, yeah. And I'm not. I'm not a whore, young. I'm a lover. I'm not a whore. You dig what I'm saying? But man, hey, look, the way she trimmed that joint, the head was still this long.
Oh, so she had the buckwheat.
bro, and it was perfectly nipped. Like she went to somebody and was like, just trim it a little bit. Blow out Dominicans, they did that shit or something, bro. I've seen it all, bro. I dealt with older women. I've seen it all. I've seen everything.
You need to tell me why you was eating the cat. You was looking like a lion in the motherfucker.
Excuse you, sir. Excuse you, sir. Excuse you, sir. First and foremost, I don't like going in the bush. Okay, so therefore, I did not taste the rainbow on that one. You understand me? I backed out. You understand me?
Yeah, I can't.
Man, look. Sometimes, when we was young, we used to go outside. We used to go in the woods. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta play in the bushes.
I don't like poison ivy, huh? I'm scared of that shit.
Boy,
so all types of shit happening in that motherfucker. Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Y'all gonna start clowning me. Yeah, I'll take all the risk on this fucking show. Somebody did some bullshit, yeah. Somebody did some bullshit.
Nah, bro. I'm just real particular.
Oh, I'm the only one.
I'm scared to get waxed though. I've never been waxed before. I've always shaved.
Hey, look, I went with my ex. That shit looks painful as fuck, and they bloody after that shit. I don't know how the fuck y'all do it.
So yeah, all right.
If I was to get waxed, I would like cut it, that shave, and then maybe the next.
Now, question. Now, when we talking about letting the significant other shave, are we talking a pair of clippers or razor?
Either or.
Mm-hmm.
So Weezy, would you let a man take a razor to your cooch?
I take a razor to my cooch. Why wouldn't I let him take a razor to my cooch? A razor is more gentler than the clippers.
Bro, they have a plane, bro. We have crevices and
wait,
that shrink, bro.
We have hair on our
y'all do got a wider surface,
labias and stuff, and we have hair going further down. So you have to be careful too. We have hair there too.
First and foremost,
I'm not comparing.
You don't have testicles.
I'm not comparing. I'm just telling you, we do have hair on the inner part of the lips, which is the.
We got a coin purse, we got a chode. Have you ever looked at a man's chode before? Have you looked at a man's chode before? Have you ever looked at the hair that grows in between that shit? Have you ever seen a man shave his chode? Have you ever seen it?
I'm not too cool with the term coin purse.
You better grow up.
The gooch? Have I seen the hair in the gooch? Yes, I have.
The gooch.
Yeah, the gooch.
I've been down there at the gooch, so I know what's down there at the.
Can I ask you a question?
For those who don't know, a gooch is another term for taint.
Was he light skinned? Because I want to know, because I'm just trying to. I take great pride in shaving my gooch, Like I take great pride in the coin purse and everything. You never know what may happen,
bruh. That word is banned from this show, bruh.
Bruh, there's nothing else that I can say, Mo.
You didn't start saying coin purse until these ladies got you on it. Yeah, they taught you that word.
That's not the term that I use.
Coin purse.
I never said coin purse. That was Mo.
Right.
Hey, I heard one of y'all say it first.
No, you didn't. I said it after he said it. I ain't never said no coin purse.
Hey, I must have missed that.
Coin purse.
Right, you said it first.
Even if you called it a nickel bag, that's better than a coin purse, bro.
It is better.
So you want to get a Crown Royal bag? You want a Crown Royal bag?
Yeah, my Crown Royal bag.
A crown bag. Come on.
Come on, man.
You don't want to hold your half dollars in your purse?
You guys are a little bit younger than me. Y'all can go for ham. Y'all can rename the taint. You can rename that shit, bro.
You know what? I don't like that word either. It just sounds
Oh man.
I dropped my mic and everything. Y'all motherfuckers retarded, man. But I gotta be true with you. Man. Hey, look. I gotta ask you two brothers this, man. Have y'all ever tried to shave?
We know it.
In between, bro. Like, this is for the ladies, man. Have you ever tried?
In between what?
Shave in between what?
I'm not going to describe that shit to you. It's called the gooch. Have you ever shaved the gooch before?
Ain't the gooch the same thing? Wait a minute. Ain't the gooch the same thing as the taint? Is the...
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's
trying to make it OG,
bro. Man, fuck the G. It's that line from your butt
to the butt to your one. Well, in your case, your butthole to the cooch hole.
That's the perianal area. That's what it's called.
That's the same damn thing.
I'm just telling you, that's what it's called. Yes, I have to say we get hair there too. We get hair going to our butt. What you mean?
Would you let a man razor your gooch?
Again, I have let a man shave me.
All right, it was a Gillette
Did it
razor.
go well? Did it go well?
Yes, because I.
So you ain't had no razor. You ain't had no razor bumps.
Did it go against the grain or
I'm very descriptive. He went with the grain because that's how you're supposed to shave.
And evidently, whatever Star is doing, she can do that shit. She's like she is a fucking
you
contortionist.
can. All you gotta do is put your leg on the sink. Put your leg on the sink and do it. But
now, may I ask? Is going with the grain, with the gooch? Is going with the grain towards the ass or towards the cooch?
Towards the butt.
All right, so that's the grain. All right.
Yeah, the grain is down. What you do is if you use shaving cream or soap, whatever you use, you lather it in your hand and go upward, and then you shave down.
We are literally talking about the hygiene of the cooch right now.
Yeah, okay, so let's focus back on us real quick because we only got a couple more minutes. Okay. Let's focus in on us because women have been known to keep their hygiene up. Us brothers, okay? We know for a fact that me, the light-skinned one of the whole clique, okay? Well, no, because Weezy's light-skinned too, but I actually, bro, yeah, you a little bright, bro. You a little bright today. Yeah, but have you ever taken time out to shave your nether regions without being asked, and or do you really want to get that wax, bro? Like, is there something that ever crosses your mind for that?
I mean,
good question.
I shaved, yes. Wax, fuck no.
Shaved, yes. Go to fucking hell with that wax and shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not with it. And hold on, somebody said the ass. Who's shaving in between their ass cheeks?
Who does? Well, I've seen women get it done.
Hair there too. You have hair there too.
So no man should be doing that shit.
No, I'm not saying y'all, but we do.
No, but I think he read a comment or something. I guess that said that. I don't know, but nah, that's off. Nah,
I don't think you men have really been paying attention, young, because women do have hair on their ass crack, bro.
They do.
Have you ever?
I never
never
said women didn't have. I know women got hair. I never said that. I was talking about in terms of the dude or whatnot. Fuck that.
Yeah. Like that, yeah. You can say that's a little.
Wax their assholes and wax their ass.
So, how the fuck do we get on each other's personal life? Does Odell Beckham like the smell of shit from a distance? Like, does he want pictures or not?
On his chest.
All right, so look, let's move on. We done talked about.
Please, let's move the fuck on.
For those of you who just tuned in to the No Filter Show, we talked about Nicole Young and Dr. Dre breakup. Tory Lanez apologizing to Megan. The new Cobra Kai that just hit Netflix. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. And also Odell Beckham shitting on himself. And we just got done talking about Manscaping. Now, normally I would run a commercial at this time, but because we're on a different platform, I cannot do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug this in real quick. So if you have not seen the trailer to The Rise of the Golden Goons, you are lacking and you are not doing shit with your life. Yes, I just said that. The Rise of the Golden Goons is a DMV-based series that's about to drop soon, starring the No Filter Zone Just Start. So produced by How We Do a Little and shot by Headbanger Productions. So if you're not hip, go to YouTube right now, type in Rise of the Golden Goons. Watch that trailer. And if you want to see the backstory, go watch, what's the name of that movie? Renegade. Thank you. Go watch Renegade. How We Do Little plays the character that the story is pretty much the pre-story to that character. Once again, Rise of the Golden Goons, Renegade right now on YouTube. I think I pretty much plugged that in pretty well, so we can go ahead and move on. Now we're going to get a little bit serious. You know what I'm saying? There was a video that we saw on YouTube the other day that was shared in that group chat. And it was a very, very sensitive but a great topic. And we're going to chime in on it. The question is, do Black people play victim? And, you know, first, my first response was, how can we play victim when we're always the victim, right? and that was my first. Then I had to really think about it. And I'm 50-50 on it. So, but before I give my spiel, I want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all quiet tonight. What's going on?
I thought Quick was gonna go first.
Oh, so what? So I go first. All right. Well,
Do
I think we play the victim? No. No, I do not. Because granted, we're not talking, when you ask a question like that, we're not talking about specific people. We're talking about us as a race, us as a cultural dynamic, so on and so forth. Do I think we play the victim? No, because us as a people historically have been placed in a position within this country that renders us at a status where we are deemed vulnerable, or where we are deemed to have certain things that render us a victim. And when and for real, literally, when I hear the term "play the victim," somebody actually in the video, I'm glad he said it because he took the words right out my mouth. When I hear somebody say, when I hear somebody say somebody is playing the victim, to me that's alluding to them being a victim of something that's not real. You feel me? Like they're a victim. They're trying to create a narrative that they're a victim, or something is being done to them that was never really done to them. That is not the case with African Americans at all, but do I think we play the victim? No, we do not. Next.
Nope, we don't play the victim. That is all.
Okay.
Hold on, before we move on, this is about African Americans, or is this about people that have migrated in?
Black people.
I'm listening. Just black people, period.
Black people.
Okay. I'm gonna let the Blue Phoenix chime.
I'm ready to stir some shit up. Just tell me when I can go.
Oh, well, can you stir it up before I go there?
Not. Well, no.
It does not work like that.
You better.
Blue Phoenix needs to be fucking.
You gotta put your warning shot in the air.
We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that. We're gonna get true, but I need to know facts.
Okay. I honestly believe that we do not. We do not play the victim, and as Quick said, when you play the victim, you're basically looking.
Cut out Weezy.
Weezy.
She frozen.
Once again, folks, please bear with us. The weather been crazy. So
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this until she comes back. Okay. So the only people that have been playing victim are the people that are fresh off the boat. You understand me? We never played victim because we have too much history here. 400 years of history. There's no way in hell that my ancestors ever played victim. We were the victims. You dig what I'm saying? We have people like Candace Owens. We have people that are sitting up here, Kamala Harris. We have all these weird people that come from everywhere else, and then all of a sudden they claim black. All of a sudden they claim black. They are the only ones that have been bitching about their lifestyles because they came over here to the promised land, and then all of a sudden they figure out, oh shit, we're dealing with some trill people. Like, besides us dealing with how can I put it, ignorant white males that are in power and have been in power since olden days. You dig what I'm saying? Now you got to deal with Black Americans that look at you subjectively and be like, God damn, like maybe not. You know what I'm saying? You might be trill, you might not be trill. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's always something going on, but the most people that always claim victim is always somebody that doesn't have a 400-year base here. I don't ever claim shit. I'm after your ass. You understand? I'm on your ass, bruh. You dig what I'm saying? I don't play shit. I have been a victim. I'm on your ass. Anybody else that's fresh over here, they coming from shitty countries. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Jamaica, Caribbean, all that shit. Haiti, Dominican Republic. We could keep naming these motherfuckers. They come from shitty ass countries, bro. They come over here and think this illusion is cool. They the only ones that look at us act like, and they act like they're the victim once they get over here because we on their ass, bro. I don't know how else to describe it, bro. Like, I'm getting frustrated with the ideal that everybody that comes over here looks at this as the promised land, and all of a sudden, they're the main ones in the media, they're the main ones in film, they're the main ones doing all this shit, and nobody else is complaining. Nobody else is really complaining. We in the fight. You dig? Okay. I digress, man. I might lose my point. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
And Weezy, state your point again, Weezy. You good?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I was saying was a victim, somebody who's playing victim, like what you were saying, they're trying to get attention. They're trying to make themselves get sympathy. They're basically setting a stage for what they are trying to get out of. And honestly, we do not do that. AI kind of touched on what I was going to go into as far as our history here. And you can't say we're playing victim when we've always fought. And we still fighting. So a person who plays victim just lays down and let whomever comes in do what they're going to do. We don't do that for the majority. You know what I'm saying? There are always, bad apples. And, it's always going to have whomever, but for a majority, no, we do not play victim. We do not use our circumstances. We do not use what we can't get done. We do not use the systemic oppression to get our way. We fight against that. Therefore, we do not use ourselves, or we are not playing victim.
And most people, and just as Phoenix and AI said, you can't call anybody who fought back the victim. There's a big difference between playing a victim and being victimized.
Okay, so hold on. Let me chime in real quick. So as when we first said, I said I'm 50-50. I agree with everything y'all said, but if you peel back the layers to it, and AI, please don't shoot me just yet. Just hear me out, okay? I already see it. You know what I'm saying? You my brother. You know what I'm saying? Right on. Now,
how you came back into the camera?
Yeah. All right. So my point is, I've heard and witnessed myself that people use the excuse that because of the color of their skin, they're being held back and they can't do whatever they want to do in life. Okay, cool. Yes, we have it hard. I get it. But these are the same motherfuckers that sit on their ass and won't put forth a hard effort to be somebody and be something. They want to sit there with their hand out and play victim. That's where it gets frustrating for me, because I can say we don't play victim because we've been victims. To this very day, we are victims. You dig what I'm saying? But there's some people that use the excuse of oppression why they can't get the basics done in life. And that's my point.
Well, that's them. Like you said, that
there's some bad apples. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, it's basically we were about to say the same thing. That's them. There are some people who are just lazy, and if it wasn't using what's really going on in society, they were going to use some other excuse. That was just the easiest one to go for, and it's a terrible one to go for because it makes us who are really fighting against that. It makes our fight look that much. It puts a dent in that, and I don't agree with that. But you can't, because you said you were 50-50. You can't let the negligence or the laziness of an individual affect how you see the culture of Black people, because that's not the case for the culture, or for that at all.
You know what? Let's put up the facts. Before anybody gets started. Okay. I'm sorry, Star, but let's go over this. Victim, okay?
I didn't say nothing.
A person harmed, injured. I'm going over everything. A person harmed, injured, or killed as a result of a crime, accident, or other event or actions. Okay. Now, a person who is tricked or duped, okay? A living creature killed as a religious sacrifice. We have been all of the above. I digress.
I get it. Hold on. I get it. Like I said, I don't disagree with you, but to a certain extent, I kind of feel like, you know, when it's, and I've seen it more frequently than what you think. I see people use that in conversation. They blame oppression for their downfall when you know damn well they're not putting in the effort. You know what I'm saying?
What do you describe as effort, bro? Man, you gotta elaborate on what you mean as effort as far as when it comes to ethnic people or people of color.
Okay, so
we need examples.
Pretty much. Okay, so how many times have you went into an interview? You feel me? And your competition is there, but you seen the way that they was dressed, the way that they talked, they had no etiquette, and you just thought to yourself, "Damn, if this is my competition, I think I got this." Right? Right or wrong? Have you seen that?
I cannot say I have.
You can't say you have? It's happened. I've seen it all the time. You feel me? How many times have you seen, you feel me, people blaming that they got opportunities, you feel me, because they got denied opportunity because it's the color of their skin. Now, don't get it twisted. That shit happens all the time. But a lot of the time, these motherfuckers is lazy. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just speaking from what I see. You dig what I'm saying? No, I'm not the richest person in the world. And no, I'm not where I want to be in life. But I'm getting there. Why? Because I'm pushing on. I'm making no excuses. But if you're sitting around blaming oppression, you feel me, for you not getting no type of progress in the world, then you laying down and you playing victim. You feel me? That's just my personal opinion.
This is what, do you remember the definition of victim?
I get it, but when we're talking about it,
so listen,
all the way around. You dig what I'm saying?
But okay, so we're gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna go right back to the true definition of it. And there's 3 definitions of it. A person who is tricked or duped, a victim of a hoax. Have we not been living the biggest hoax out of everybody outside of the United States?
Indeed. Like I said, bro, I agree with you. You feel me? That does not take away from the other side of the coin, though. You dig what I'm saying? So you was about to say something?
I was agreeing with AI.
If you have been victimized, right? If you have been told a lie all your life, do you not feel a vendetta against the government? Would you not use and abuse them the same way that they did you? This is the hoax, but would you not take advantage of it if you know that it's there?
You're supposed to.
All right. So the people that you may have ran into might be on some other shit. Like they might have been on some other shit, but I honestly feel like a lot of people on big get back, or they don't understand what they're in the matrix. There have been, even my birth mother, there have been generations of us that have been living in the projects all our lives. You dig what I'm saying? Some choose to be there, some choose to fight out. You know what I'm saying? Fight out of the PJs. Some people know what the fuck they're doing. Like, hey, I'm gonna take advantage of this shit. Like, I don't have to pay but nothing, but my salary is way different. You dig what I'm saying? And it's tax free. They don't have to be. I don't know,
I just feel like this. I don't think that we always play the victim. In this case, I kind of think that we really don't take responsibility for the wrong decisions that we made as a person, not being black or whatever, but we don't take responsibility for our fuck ups. We always blaming somehow, some way, it always go back. You feel me? Everybody on this panel can sit there and say, hey, if I can go back to high school, I would do it different, right or wrong. Exactly. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. It's always something that you could have done different, and we don't take responsibility for our mistakes and fuck ups. You know?
Yeah, but
but you're a kid.
That's a
You're a child.
No. I use high school as an example. I'm just saying, as
far as taking responsibility and not doing what supposed to do. That's just human thing. That has nothing to do with race or culture or whatever.
Right. That's accountability.
Exactly. That's who you are as a person. And every culture, every race has people like that. So we cannot go off the people that we're picking out. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be speaking in general. Black people in general, do we play the victim? Not the people we see on the corner, not the people that we come in contact with, as a collective, as a whole.
You can't. It's kind of hard to say as a collective because I can only base my opinion off what I see.
But you're around black people from the age of whenever until like now, bro. Like you worked around a variety of black folks. Like we are vast. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like black just means us as Americans, but that's a bullshit title.
Okay,
you
hold
know
on.
What I'm saying? But as people of color,
Rock, all white people are racist.
That's bullshit.
Right.
And all black people are lazy.
That's bullshit, right?
That's bullshit because I'm a hard-working man.
So we're talking collectively. I cannot collectively say all white people are racist. There are some races. We can't collectively say all black people are playing victim. Some people take advantage. But as a collective, do we play victim? Take out the separation. We're putting it as a collective, everything in one basket, because we all supposed to represent each other. You know what I'm saying? We can't say all races represent a whole group of people, or all prejudiced people represent the whole group of people. We're talking about a whole group.
See, questions like this, I feel like this. When you get questions like this, you can only, like you said, you can only base it off of what you know. You're saying a collective, and I get it. You feel me? But who's to say that there's not more people like what I'm describing in the world? Who's to say there's not more people like what you're describing? You know what I'm saying? Is not being the opposite of what I'm describing. So when it comes down to saying, are all white people like this or are all black people like this? I feel like these conversations can.
That's the question, though.
I know,
bro. I refuse to believe you're talking like you don't know your culture, like you don't know, historically.
No. Don't get it twisted, bro. One thing I don't want anybody out here is to get me fucked up. I know exactly my culture. I know what it is, but I'm a realist, baby. I'm trying to tell you. I see people out here that don't take responsibility for their downfalls and play victim all the time. And unfortunately, it's my brothers and sisters of color. If you sit up here blaming the white man for holding you down because you got locked up for standing on the corner pumping, like, come on, bruh. And yeah, okay, it's a reason why you out there pumping, but there's also alternatives to that. That's where I'm getting at. You dig what I'm saying?
Then we go back to survival.
I understand that. Like, guess what? Hold on. I get that. And you know what? I love that you said that because guess what? I've been in that environment. I was in survival mode like that. It took for me to say, you know what? There's more than one way to survive, and this is not my only option. You know what I'm saying? So I get going into survival mode, but it's not about just survival mode, it's how you survive. You know what I mean? Prime example, this pandemic hit, and I love it because I see Black America striving at independent businesses. You feel me? Why the fuck did it take for a pandemic to hit for all of a sudden you say, hey, I'm gonna grind it out and I'm gonna be creative with it? That's bullshit.
You know why? Because people have bills to pay. And if you got a job, you can go to work, that's what you're going to do. But if you don't have that job, you have to be creative and figure out how you're going to take care of your family. And that is why the creation and all that was able to happen because you had the time to sit there.
Hold on, Weezy, come on. Look who you talking to, mama. You know what I do for a living.
I know what you do, but everybody's not you.
I know. Listen, but this is my point. I'm basing it off. I can say that because you're saying that people got a 9 to 5 and this, that, and the other. You feel me? For the past 10 years, I worked the shop and I've had my own businesses on the side where I hustle. I grind hard. I grow and I keep chipping at it. Every day, people wake up with the same amount of time and the same days that I have. We all have the same opportunities to get out here and get it and grind. And if you're sticking to the streets, there's a problem. Why? Because guess what? Business is just like the drug game. Apply your strategies that you use in the street into business, and you will succeed. So that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. It shouldn't have taken for something like that for you to have free time and be in the clutch for you to all of a sudden want to be innovative to do better for yourself. No, I refuse to believe that. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Okay, so that's just like a man who's worked in a factory 40 years, 30, 40 years. And that was his way of living. He couldn't think outside of it because all he was trying to do is take care of his family. He ain't thinking about a second job. He ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference. You had that mentality, like I said, because you used to do that. Not everybody can think that way. Not everybody thinks that way. And I'm not making excuses but it's the truth. It's the truth. So are we going to look at this on a surface level? Are we going to look at this from what we can see as we walk from our height? Or are we going to look at it universal? How are we looking at it? Because right now we're looking at it on the surface.
No, see, look, if you look at it universal, you have to acknowledge both sides of the coin. That's my whole argument. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want nobody to get me fucked up and just think that I'm naive and don't know what's what.
But
don't get it twisted. And I know y'all know that, but I'm talking to the people. Don't get it twisted. But I have a different frame of mind. Me personally, I refuse to take no for an answer for something that I want to hear yes. Because if you tell me no and I can't do it through you, guess what? I'm going to go do that shit myself. Prime example. I do music. I wanted to pump out more music. I couldn't do it. Guess why? Because I was going to somebody else's studio. I got my own studio. You dig what I'm saying? I want to shoot more videos. I got tired of paying everybody to shoot my videos and had to work on somebody's schedule. Guess what? I bought a camera and learned how to shoot and edit. You feel me? If you want to do something and you want to hustle, you feel me? And you want to get ahead, you can do it. You feel me? Regardless if you're in survival mode or not. I think the problem is we weren't taught to be go-getters. We were taught to be workers. And that's the biggest issue. I look around me and I look at people in my family, you feel me, and my peers and their family, and I don't see people striving like that. You feel me? They teach us to go to school, get an education so you can get a good job working for somebody else. Go do it. Fuck that. No, go get it yourself. You feel me? It's an issue going on with Joe Budden and Spotify. You feel me? And Joe Budden is preaching on your own. Own your own. Do it yourself. Own your own. What's so hard about that? You can't make excuses. You can find out how to do something just by Googling something on the internet. But instead of looking up on the internet and figure out how to get ahead, people rather look at YouTube and fight videos, twerk videos, promoting negative shit instead of really homing in on what they need to do to get ahead. I'm tired of the excuses of people saying I can't do this because I'm being oppressed. No, motherfucker, break them chains off and move forward. Stop using that shit as an excuse.
Okay.
You know the sad thing about it?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The sad thing about it, the specific things that you just named are the tools that have been given to our people to be oppressed. So actually, while you were saying that they use that as a crutch, you actually pointed out why we're the victim. You said first, basically about people not becoming business owners. Basically, you're taught to go work for someone else. That's still part of the slave mentality, except now instead of whooping you and forcing you to do it, I'm gonna throw you the least amount of money that I can for you to do it. I'm gonna tell you that going to school, getting a good education, getting a good job is the only way that you will survive. Whereas I'm going to go home and I'm going to teach my kids ownership, and I'm going to teach them generational wealth, and I'm going to put everything in place, and I'm going to basically hand it down to them. All they have to do is just keep it going. I'm sorry. That's why I understand where you feel you're talking about a lazy mentality, but the lazy mentality was actually been handed down to us, came from years and years and years and years and years of being on a hamster wheel. I mean, I'm not disputing you saying that some people are lazy, but some people don't know. We got to remember the same system that we're trying to survive in. At one time, it was illegal for us to pick up a book.
I get it.
So now that it's not, you still kind of have the mentality for some people of books are a dirty thing, books are a taboo thing. Once you realize that you've been lied to, you definitely don't want to pick up a book by any author other than Black anyway, because you automatically feel like they all gonna lie to you. I hear what you're saying, but it's not what you're describing. I feel like I agree with Weezy when she said it's surface level, because that is surface. When you get down to the deep, the nitty gritty, what's embedded in our DNA, we can't possibly play the victim because we still being victimized today.
I feel you, but my thing is this: like, whatever, I get it that the way our roots. I get it. I understand it. I fucking get it. I get it. But what is so hard for people to be a free thinker?
If you are not taught to think freely, you're not going.
Listen, hold on. See, I wasn't taught to think freely. You feel me? I wasn't taught to think freely. If something, let's hold on. If something doesn't make sense, I don't just agree with it. You feel me? I question it. You feel me? I ask questions until it makes sense. You feel me? So I don't understand what's hard for a person to have that self-motivation, because we sit here and talk about we want better for ourselves, but we don't want it. Like, I'm gonna be real. When they talk about give us reparations, they're not gonna give us that shit. We're sitting here begging and asking for money. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna give us that shit.
First and foremost, bro. We ain't begging for shit. This is a new generation. We're fighting for shit. We're rioting. We're tearing the shit up. Okay. Now it's our fault, because I don't see you out there planting no fucking gardens. I don't see you having no farms and shit to supply your people with a plan or exodus just in case some shit has to go to fan. Now, fuck what you talking about. No. My turn. I ain't said nothing. But I ain't heard you say no exit strategy, period, bro. Like, you talking about all this gangster shit and how we supposed to just fucking bow down and tuck our tails because supposedly the shit ain't motherfucking, like, we should just give up. I mean, give into the system.
Who said
we're trying to form our own system, bro? No. We're trying to form our own fucking system. And every time I can give you all the examples, Philadelphia, bomb. I said this shit last week, bro. Like, how am I not getting through to you? Every time we have established Harlem, every time,
bro.
Every time they made movies about this shit, bro.
Listen, bro.
How in the fuck do you understand? How do you understand black economics? Anything we touch, we fucking thrive in, bro. Even if it's the hood. We make money shake, bro. We move weight, bro.
You're putting words in my mouth.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I said nothing about us tucking our tails. I said dig our feet in the mud and keep pushing, keep going forward.
We've been doing it every time. I'm trying to give you examples of every time we've actually depended on each other, we thrive better. We barter. We never had to worry about currency. We bartered. That was our main thing, because the American currency, aka the dollar, with the white men that are on it, have all been fucking slave owners, bro. I see you ain't turning down a fucking dollar. Who the fuck you traded with? Who the fuck have we traded with?
You missing my whole point, bro.
No, I have not missed your whole point, because you're not going to sit up there and say that we have to dig down deep and accept the fucking American dollar, bro. That's a promissory note. Right, what the fuck do we have to trade for each other?
Once again, you're missing what I'm saying.
Oh my God,
I said we need to dig down and make it happen for ourselves, bro. You feel me?
Bruh.
That's what I'm saying.
Bruh, how many examples do I have to show you? I just said.
Listen to what I'm saying.
God, the Harlem Renaissance.
Listen.
Like, what the fuck?
I get it, bro. I'm talking personal. I'm talking niggas making excuses because they can't do shit for themselves, bruh. You're taking what I'm saying and totally twisting it, bruh. Not once did I say bruh, you killing me, son. I swear you killing me.
Gentlemen, can I interject?
Bro, you are killing me, bro. Hey, look, bro, you killing me because you keep talking like you a Trump supporter, bro. That's what Trump supporters think. That's exactly what the fuck they thinking. Why can't black people?
AI will be back in a moment.
Damn.
That is the most offensive thing that anybody's ever called me. I don't know how to act about that. I don't know. Calm down, AI. Let's bring him back.
A mess.
Wow.
He about to cut you out.
Wow.
Gentlemen, can I interject for a moment, please?
No,
listen,
don't do that.
listen.
All right, Star.
I've been trying, right?
Please.
Listen, I would like to attempt to make AIs a point without as much heat. Now,
I don't get it.
Given the examples that AI use, those are proof of how when we actually stand up and start doing things for ourselves, we start excelling at it, it gets shut down and infiltrated. One very big point of that is the NAACP. You still see black faces, and a lot of people don't realize that that's run by white people now. I'll give you an example. You're into music. It takes a long time for a mainstream artist to get it and decide to be independent. And even then, they don't get the same backing as a major label and things of that nature. Most major labels are owned by white people. You don't get the biggest push. And then not only that, if you were a big money maker for them and you decide to go independent, they do shut you down. They do call radio stations and tell them not to play your music. They do call concert halls and, say, okay, don't put this artist on, or we're not sending you any more artists. It's a dirty game. And it's really, really set up for us as black people to fail, especially every time that we get up and start doing things on our own. That's just like AI made the comment that he didn't see you planting no gardens or what have you. Even now in America, if you don't go get a contract and a license from the government and they catch you, basically growing your own food, they consider you a farmer, they tax the hell out of you, and then they tell you that you can't do it anymore. It's like, I hear what you're saying about the laziness, but when you're constantly trying, when you're constantly putting in the work, when all your examples of doing it for themselves show that they end up beat up, locked up, shut down, the IRS coming after them, after a while, it kind of does make you not want to try it for yourself because you feel like they setting me up to fail.
I just gave you the other side of the coin. You feel? And instead of just saying, you know what, I get it. It's always a rebuttal of what they doing to us. Like, bro, we get that. I understand that. I'm not knocking that, but us as a people, we got to take accountability for where we fuck up at. That's my whole point. I'm not denying anything that you're saying and saying that it's wrong. I'm saying where we lack at, we need to be held accountable for. And the problem is we don't hold each other accountable all the time. Not saying what's up?
May I ask, what do we need to hold each other accountable for? Where are we lacking as a people, as a culture? Wait a minute. Before he answers that, because I think that's a brilliant question, I want to make one small fact. What you're describing, Rock, I'm not saying you're wrong. I feel like as black people, we should hold each other accountable, but accountability is not the same as playing the victim. I'm done. So where are we lacking, Rock?
You said, where are we lacking?
What do we need to hold each other accountable for?
Me personally, pulling the next man down to get ahead. That's number one. Instead of trying to help your brother.
That's a universal thing.
You asked me about the black community. I'm talking to my brothers. Okay. I'm talking to my brothers because I see it happen all the time. I've done seen a group of friends watch one friend start a business and one start hating. You feel me? Because one man is coming up. So instead of helping his brother get ahead, he becomes his competition. You feel me? That happens every single day. You feel me? And I can tell you personally, I done reached out to my brothers and sisters trying to put Bamas on to make a move together to benefit everybody. They knock the idea, but guess what? They go and duplicate it to become competition. You feel me? Not saying that I need somebody to help build up, but if I'm coming to you saying, hey, look, here's my table. You feel me? The meal is being prepped and we can sit down and eat. And I'm not going to be no greedy nigga because we can eat together. We putting this work in, let's eat. And then you said,
It sounds like you playing the victim right now because you sold them your goddamn formula. It sounds like you the victim right now, bro.
Wait a minute.
Real
Guess
talk,
what? You know what?
Real talk.
And that's another thing. Guess what? I have no problem doing that. You know why? Because me sharing enough information to the next man to help better him ain't gonna stop my bag, Slim. So what's wrong with that? I'm not salty.
But what I'm saying is, this is the exact same premise that we're working from, is the fact that you sound as if somebody has taken advantage of you because you dig what I'm saying, because of your situation. I have not heard you come up with a strategy or a stratagem to get the fuck out of this hellhole that we call the illusion of the Americas.
Bruh. You asked me.
I haven't seen one black person play the victim until it was time.
Oh,
who the fuck? Bro, come on, y'all. We can go all night on this one, y'all. You know what? I'm gonna digress, bro.
I don't think we should.
I give up. I don't think you really. I think you're listening to respond to me, bro. I think I have valid points, bro. You feel me? I'm not salty because a man took my formula and get it. Bro, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to speak real. I got bombers that hit me asking me how to do stuff all the time. And I drop knowledge. Why? Because I want to see my brothers get ahead. You dig what I'm saying? But let's let other people around know how to do something. They won't drop those jewels. They won't help. You see it in the workplace. You feel me? In the workplace, you look at the Spanish people. They stick together. They help build up their brothers. They pull their man forward.
That's a misnomer. No, the fuck they don't. They come from gang-ridden fucking places. I got homies that are El Salvadorian. They are MS-13s. They will kill each other on a fucking dime. No different from black people. We are publicized to be violent. We are not violent fucking people by nature. We only violent when it's pushed.
Oh my God.
That's like me saying that, bro.
You're reaching. Let me finish, bro. I'm talking about how these Bammers help because I didn't seen it. They come over here, bro, and they live in a 1-bedroom house with like 25 of them. They put each other on with the same job. Guess what? They get their money together. They go get another house and they do that. They help each other out. We do that, but we don't help each other out in the workplace. How many times has a black man stepped on you in the workplace to get ahead? Because I can tell you it didn't happen plenty of times to me. Now tell me I'm wrong on that.
So basically what you're telling me is you're the victim.
Tell me I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Yes or no?
Are you the victim?
No.
Are you the victim?
No, listen. Tell me.
Are you claiming victim? You got to answer my question because it sounds like you're a victim.
No.
Are you the victim?
You wanted facts and I'm stating facts.
The fact is you play a victim right now. You are the reason why we're having this conversation. You play a victim.
I'm not playing victim. You asked for it.
Then why you so upset then? Why you so upset?
Because, bro, that shit is personal, my nigga.
Wait. This is the thing.
I experience stuff for myself. That's why I can speak the way I speak. You can't knock the way I feel because you haven't went through what I went through. Just like if you say something,
you sound like a nigga from the hood, bro. That's all of my family from the fucking hood says exactly what the fuck you just said.
Why?
I can't experience what the fuck they experience because I ain't grew up in the fucking. I ain't grew up in Berry Farms, my man. I can't experience what the fuck they experience. I didn't grow up in Butler Gardens. I didn't grow up around them. You sound exactly like a victim.
Have you ever heard the expression that one day you become exactly what you hated?
Live long enough to become the villain? We listening, bro?
Oh, you talking to me? Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't know. When I speak, people listen to me. You know.
Oh shit!
let me give you the James Brown face. Hold on.
This motherfucker.
You better put that Ninja Turtle up, damn it. Put the Ninja Turtle up.
Hey, Case, look, for our people that's listening on Spotify, I have a picture of Darius McCray dressed as James Brown. If you haven't seen it, definitely go Google that image. If you're having a fucked up day, look at that shit up. I promise you, it'll make you smile.
And you can thank me for that being the running joke on the show.
Like shit
right now.
All I'm saying is,
y'all got everybody thinking y'all about to fight.
Nah, man. Look, let me say this real quick.
It's
We
healthy
deal with
conversation.
this
It's
wrong
healthy.
all the time.
It's healthy.
Y'all good.
I'm gonna tell
They
y'all
gonna
something.
kiss and make up later.
AI can cuss me out, call me all types of motherfuckers on air. But guess what? When we get off air, I'm gonna say, you know what, bro? You was really pushing the envelope. You got me, and I'm gonna do the same fucking thing to you. You know what I'm saying?
And
This
if
is the
anybody,
most real show. You got this is what expect.
facts. And if anybody knows AI, if anybody knows AI, if you're around them long enough, you're gonna be a motherfucker too.
Hey, look,
So yeah,
He's the militant unmidget.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If you call me a Trump supporter one more time, you gonna export at your party. You gonna get all the mutant ones, and you know what I'm talking about. The ones with the big head and the funny looking eyes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm mad you called them mutants, dog. I don't want nothing to do with that statement. Nothing to do with it. I don't want no parts of that statement.
Oh man, look, all I'm saying is this, you know what I'm saying? And this is my final thoughts on it. I definitely understand what y'all saying, but when it comes down to it, because I want to see my brothers and sisters better, I'm gonna keep it real. And I'm not gonna sit up there and sugarcoat the bullshit and be like, oh bruh, they just trying to hold you down when I don't even see you giving 25% of the effort that you could. That's all I'm saying. I'm done.
Okay, so then what we should do, if we're gonna go surface, when you see somebody doing that, talk to them and be real. Like you said, you be real. But we cannot put the whole black us and say we play victim, because we don't. What you must do is teach. You got to show. You got to, educate. You got to do all that. How in the world can people know what they're supposed to do if they don't know? If they don't understand. The ones that do know are supposed to go back and show. And it starts in your house, starts in your neighborhood, starts where you go. You can have conversations. It doesn't matter. So we want to do better. We want our people to do better. We have to show them. Whether or not they pick it up as their business, but
That's
and also
50-50.
And also one thing that I noticed, and this goes for everybody who kind of went against the narrative, or went more so for black people play the victim. Every time they try to explain how black people play the victim, they end up sounding like they're playing the victim. I just found that very interesting. It's like when they explain that, it's like they contradict themselves greatly. But I digress.
I guess it's my turn. There's really nothing more to say, man. This has been a great debate. I'm not even going. I don't hold emotion in. I don't hold feelings. I don't harbor. I'm not a vengeful person when it comes to talking about subjects like this. Let's just know the facts. Let's everybody, after this podcast is off, off air, and y'all really listen to this, I want you to actually look up the facts of how many successful black towns, not businesses, a whole town, okay, that has been burnt to the ground and usually bombed or everybody hung and lynched. Okay, so let's just do that, and then we'll probably get the we'll understand the PTSD that we have, and maybe, Rock, just maybe, we might find out the reasons why we're afraid of doing it. You dig what I'm saying? There has been traditions and oral history that's been passed down amongst people to where we are supposed to work a 9 to 5 and just die. You did. I digress.
Let me ask y'all this, and before we move on from this topic, because you keep bringing up the all the cities that were burned down and how we try to start linking together how they find some way to destroy it. Okay, so insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Correct? We can all agree on that. That's the definition of insanity, right? So if we know that if we build together in front of their faces and they want to tear it down, is there a possible way that we can take a whole different approach?
I guess I'll lead this off. There's no way, bro. It's been proven throughout history, bro. The minute that we are successful, we've bared arms. They have found ways, bro. Like, you got to look at the history of the U.S. and how we dominate other countries is due to bodies and bombs. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
because you say that, are you admitting defeat? Because that's another problem I have. You know what I'm saying? That, and like I said, that's just me as a personal person. I can't take no for an answer. You feel me? So
I'm definitely not admitting defeat, but I have never heard anything come out of your mouth other than defeat. I've never heard you step up and say you're willing to die for your cause.
I feel you. I've
never heard you. Hold up, because I've never heard you go against the status quo. Everything you mention is the status goddamn quo. Everything you mentioned, I've never heard no militant anything. I've never heard no Black Panther talk. I've never heard you say bear arms, let's rock. You hear me? I've never heard you motivate. I've never heard you talking about cultivating. All I ever heard is we talk about is the American dollar, bro. Fuck the dollar. So what are we gonna do about it?
And also, if you want to be honest,
that makes me look bad. That takes away my black card. Oh, so what are you saying?
I never said that you weren't black from saying that. What I'm saying is that I haven't heard you say anything militant enough for everybody to believe in your strategy. What is your exit strategy? What is our plan?
See, that's the thing, bro. I don't have an exit strategy. See, you're asking questions as if I had the answer. I can just tell you how I move on a personal level to be successful.
Of course, I do too.
And see, that's the thing. That's the killer, is that you can't talk individually. When you're talking about us as a people, it's going to have to be.
Hey, Weezy, mute yourself.
It's going to have to be. It's actually going to have to be. It's going to have to be you coming up with a master plan, because we've all tried it. We've had Black Panthers. We've had Malcolm X. We've had the NOI. We've had the FOI. We've had all of these people, the NFAC, the niggas, what is it? The non-fucking with crew, whatever the fuck they call. They sold out. The leader, Jam Master Jay, was sitting up there at the fucking Trump rally pulling bodyguard for him. What I'm saying is we fall in line, or we arm ourselves and we do what the fuck we supposed to do. Somebody gotta tell me something, man. I can't deal with this shit.
Hold on, bro. Let's get back to it, because you said so what are you getting to? Because you're saying I've never been militant and I'm not screaming Black Power, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little offended because I'm trying to get what you're trying to say behind that, because you can't take away the fight in me because you don't know my personal journey. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how many ass whoopings I done handed out because a nigga done called me a nigger. You feel me? You don't know that. You feel me? You can't sit up there and downplay who I am and what I stand for because you don't hear me out here saying, let's go shoot them up or Black Power. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't sit up here and say that because my viewpoints are different, I'm with them. That's low-key insulting because of what I stand for. I'm about progression. You dig what I'm saying? As a Black man, I'm working to set a different standard. You feel me? I don't play by their rules. I might play their game, but I don't play by their rules. I create a lane for myself. You feel me? So don't ever sit up there and put me in a category with them, because I'm not with them. You should know where I stand.
So let's put it like this, bro. And after this, I got nothing to say. But you can play whatever game you want. But at the end of the day, the American tender, the legal tender, the AKA the dollar, is owned by who? Your loan is passed out by who? Your house is financed by who?
We know that.
How do you ever? You tell me, because I'm lost. Because throughout history, we are exposing ourselves right now because we ain't come up with a plan. I don't expect us to really talk about this right now. But if we do decide to come up with a plan and we really want power, we got to lead by example of how we were taught by the people that put us in the place that we are. And the only thing that I've ever seen and the only thing I ever learned from them was how to bear arms and kill. Past that point, I don't know what the fuck we are trying to say here or trying to get at, but all the excuses and everything, all the excuses that we're hearing, no, because here we are. We have a historical place called Bury Farms who were built by Black farmers. What did they do? Drive a highway through. Everywhere that we are, they drive highways through. Wilmington, North Carolina, Winston-Salem, all these places that were Black businesses, they own bus companies, all this shit. The only thing that we have ever taught, and I'm trying not to say this shit over and over again, but your game plan ain't working. It's either kill
So hold on,
or
bro.
be
Hold
killed.
on. So you mean to tell me, being a black man, starting my own business says encouraging and giving game to my peers on how to start a black business. You feel me? Because once we start our own black, we can start shopping black and start circulating our money within ourselves. You dig what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me that's not a plan?
It's not a plan because who do you buy the leather from? Where do you get the cows from?
Hold on. So guess what?
Where do you get the chickens from?
So guess what?
Where do you get everything that you want to get from?
Listen, bro. So why can't we do that?
It's already been done before, bruh. There was a black.
It's called sharecropping.
It was all.
Look at the history of sharecropping, bro. Sharecropping, bro.
Bro, you're beating me up for a solution that we're all searching for, bro. You're making me look. You're talking to me. It feels like you're talking down on me because I'm a black man that's playing a game, their game, by my rules to get ahead.
And what is your rules, bro?
I don't get it. I do what I want. I move how I want.
In your mind.
Yes.
In your mind.
No.
In your mind, you do what you want to do.
Let me tell you something, bro. I play that game. I go to work. I take care of my family. That's my first priority. So yes, I'm gonna work hard to bring home that dollar. You feel me? But in the meantime, on my off time, I'm still at work working for myself. I'm moving into position to the point where I don't have to depend on that, bro. You feel me? I'm setting a different example. You want to prove something to all the youth? What's up?
You want to prove something to all the youth out here? Be black. Be black as a motherfucker. The hood you came from, talk like we talking right now. When you go on an interview, fuck that. You ain't never been on an interview and talk like how the fuck we talk. You can't say young. You can't say Joe. You can't do what the fuck you want to do.
Listen, bro. My mother, I was raised to talk a certain type of way. Why? Why should I have to go in there and be black in a certain talk a certain type of way? You feel me?
Because you are who the fuck you are. And supposedly you are playing the game, right? So you got to sit up there and lie to yourself and talk a certain language in order to interpret who the fuck you are when you could be knowing everything. You could be the smartest man on the planet, and you can't even say, my bad. Hey, look, so this is how this works. This is how you have to interpret everything to them. We speak 5 different languages in America. People don't even give us enough fucking credit. People don't give Americans enough credit. We speak 5 or 6 different fucking languages everywhere we at and anywhere we in. Different dialects. We call it dialect. But you cannot be yourself one day out of the fucking week unless you in the fucking confines or your house or you at McDonald's ordering a goddamn Happy Meal. And even then you can't even affect the phone.
You tripping. I'm me at work.
Bullshit. That's impossible. Tell me, hey, look, I wish I would have seen how your interview went because I know you well. I know you well.
You tripping. You tripping. You tripping. I don't go in there, hey, my name is Francis. No, bruh. You talk to me, I talk to you the way I was taught, the way my mother told me how to speak. You feel me? All extra slang, that's what I choose to use. You feel me? That's me. When I talk to them, I said, you feel me? When I made my point, I looked them in the eye and said, you feel me? And they said, absolutely. I know how to conduct a conversation, bro. I know how to make a person feel personable. I know how to make them feel comfortable. You feel me?
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like you're a prostitute?
The fuck?
Do you feel like you're a prostitute?
Why would I feel like I'm a prostitute?
For the dollar and for you to make your moves, do you feel like you had to sell your soul and be and talk a whole nother fucking dialect in order for you to have a good job for your family?
No, because I actually do what I like to do. That's the difference between me and most. Most go to school and get a degree and all this other shit just to get a good job. No, Slim, I like working with my hands. I do what I like to do. So no, I didn't sell my soul for the dollar.
Are you sure about this?
Oh, absolutely positive, bro.
Okay.
I've been working on and fixing things since I was 12 years old, bro. I put up my first ceiling fan at 12. You feel me? When I was young, my father gave me tools, and I used to take my toys apart and put them back together, bro. I've been gifted with my hands since I was a youngin'. I enjoy what I do. It just so happens that what I do pays me well, and it takes care of my family.
Do you feel like you had to sell your soul to do what you had to do?
No, I didn't.
Then I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that, bro.
I'm still me. I'm still me. When I go to work, guess what? This new place that I'm in, they use some of my slang. You dig what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, my swag is adjusted too. They pick up my shit. They start using words that I use. You feel me?
Who signs the checks? You sign your own checks?
They sign the checks, bro. Come on.
Who is they? Who is they?
The owners, bro. Don't play me, bro. You know.
Who are the owners? What hue are they?
It doesn't matter, bro. Why the fuck does color always matter, bro?
I didn't say
the whole question that started this whole thing was derived around color.
Time out. You're asking me who pays my check and what hue. It doesn't fucking matter if it was a black man. I'm going to work and I'm working my 9 to 5 and I'm getting my dough cheese to take care of my family. Now, when I take that money on my side jobs, I take it from all hues. And who signed them checks that come out of Code Red Music Group? I do. See, it's a difference. See, I sign checks and I get checks. You dig what I'm saying? There's a difference. So you can't sit up here and come at me sideways like that, bro. I refuse, bro. I get your point, bro. But you're not going to sit here and attack me like I'm less than because I have certain views, bro. We
never said that. But I gotta get a true answer.
But
are you making your own promissory notes? Are you farming? If something was a collapse, what are you offering?
Answer. You said what? If something was the what?
For all my people out there that have been bamboozled, run amok, what the hell are you providing if something goes down? What have you learned from your forefathers, aka everybody on all your dollar bills or greenbacks?
Survival. You want me to say it one more time? Survival. Get it by any means.
I digress, man. I digress. Everybody else want to talk, man. I digress.
I'm lost, bro. I'm lost. Anybody else?
But one thing we can use in a case of a crisis is bartering. We have to get back to that system because that is a system that our ancestors used. We have to teach that. You have to learn each other. We have to use our resources and gain our resources. So, which is why AI is talking about farming and why he's talking about, because farming is actually a source of currency. Your vegetables, your animals, all of it is currency. We trade. This is just that we had to do. Our ancestors, we can start back doing it. We're in a new world. Things are not the same. There's no such thing as quote unquote the norm. You have to take care of yourself. Do things the old way.
You want to know something, AI? I'm sorry.
Money has no value. Go ahead.
You know what? If it came down to it, and money was no good, and I had to figure out how I'm gonna eat and feed my family, you know what I can say, bro? I know how to hunt. I know how to fish. Hell, I even know how to grow my own fruits and vegetables. I can teach that. Ain't that helping my brothers and sisters get forward? Ain't I self-sufficient? You feel me?
My thing is your capabilities have nothing to do with reality.
Why not?
Try
Why
it.
not?
Go buy a couple acres and farm and see what the fuck happens.
Bruh. Never mind, bruh. Never mind.
Documentary. I can show you a documentary on the people of Bowie, fucking Maryland, where my man just graduated from. You understand me? Where he just came from, in Bowie, where they sat up there and they fucking the very white people. The FDA shut the fuck down because they were bartering and they were sharecropping. I mean, not sharecropping. They were co-oping and they were giving free milk away, bro. You don't know shit about the hue of your skin, evidently. Because if they do it to their own and they can't profit off of it, my man, imagine your ass in there doing it. Bruh. And I want to see it first before I can believe it.
Bruh. All right, so look, bruh. There's structure for everything, bruh. There's structure for fucking everything. And I understand what you're saying. But you mean to tell me you don't understand why they would shut something down on a market that they profit off of so heavy. You don't understand why they would shut it down. And let's flip the script real quick. If that was you, you're them, and you see somebody else profiting and taking your money, what you gonna do? You gonna sit back and be like, oh, go ahead, get your money. I'm not worried about y'all.
Why would I give a shit? Why would I give a shit?
Come on, man.
If we supposed to be spreading the youth and spreading the word, why would I give a fuck, bro?
Other hue, other than a black man, was sitting there having their own shit, and they was going against the grain of a system that you put in place. Are you going to ignore it, or are you going to address it? It's a simple.
I'm going to fucking ignore it because there's plenty of land for me to fucking breed on, bro. There's people out here in the world owning hectares, bro. Hectares and hectares of land, even amongst in South Africa. Hectares that was stolen, killed, all that shit, bro. And guess what they're doing? Sharecropping. I promise you these seeds, but you still owe me, motherfucker. Like, nah, bro, we ain't talking about nothing real, man. Hey, look, I'm good. I'm past this, bro. We'll talk off camera, bro. We talk off camera. We'll talk off camera.
Indeed. So let's get to our last topic of the night, and I hope I say this right: the Hippocratic Oath and what it means to you. And shout out to Just Star for this topic because, whole T, I just learned some new shit. I didn't know that they actually took an oath. You feel me? Upon becoming doctors. And that's kind of major. So I have the modern version of it. It's a lot more to it. Pretty much it says, I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment this covenant. I will respect hard-won scientific gains of those physicians whose step I walk in and gladly share knowledge as of mine to those who are to follow. It's a lot more to that. Star, you said you wanted to discuss one particular part of it. Go ahead and enlighten the people on that particular part.
Okay, well, for me, the reason that I chose this topic is for the very beginning of it. It's the first, I think, 3 lines that it states, I shall do no harm. I think that's a big thing to discuss, and we can discuss the entire Hippocratic Oath because it's important that each and every person knows so that when you go into a medical situation, you can better protect yourself. But they swear that in order to hold that position, before anybody will hire them, before they get out of medical school, and that's doctors, orderlies, nurses, dentists, anybody in the medical profession swears in order to get that position that they will do no harm. So then when you break it down, you have racists. We just recently learned a percentage of how many Black women are more likely to die during childbirth and the different reasons for why that is than white women. You have Black people who have died in hospitals because they were refused medical attention in emergency rooms for being told that they're just faking their injuries, even in prisons when inmates are denied medical attention. There's an infirmary. Those are actual doctors and nurses in there, and each and every last one of them had to swear that they will do no harm. And denying you proper medical attention, immediate harm. And you need to know that because a lot of people now are talking about, oh, malpractice suit, I'm going to sue. Well, you need to know what grounds you're suing on. So I feel like that's a very, very big thing that everybody, especially in the Black community, should know. Louisa?
One of the most powerful things. I'm sorry. One of the most powerful things that I've seen, and everything that I've ever begged of any of my baby mothers, right, is that they actually let the fetus be, or they have a natural birth, right? Couldn't beg them to do it. The whole goal of the medical field nowadays is to give and or take away from people of color. Okay, they're gonna try to kill you as much as fucking possible. Everybody else is having natural births but us. And it's the most frustrating thing. I know people that work in the medical field that know that they have a separate refrigerator for vaccines, okay? And I digress. You know?
That's true, and it has to do with your insurance and where you coming from as far as the vaccination refrigerator. But as far as the Hippocratic Oath, Hippocrates is the one that wrote this, and they are supposed to take it. And in I can't say the Latin part of it properly, so I'm not going to try, but it's from nonsense. But it say to first do no harm. That's part of it. So the first thing that a doctor or whomever in the medical field, they are not to do any harm first and foremost. And they're supposed to look at you as a patient. It doesn't matter what your hue is, where you're from, whatever. But we all know that that's not true. And a lot of people, the reason why women of color, black women and women of color, because it's high of women of color and black women in childbirth, is because, for one, they say we exaggerate our pain, that we have a higher tolerance for pain than white women, that they don't look at us as humans, they look at us as animals, so they have no sympathy for us. And this is why the maternal death rate is higher. They don't react as fast because, like I said, they do not trust that we are in pain. And you already know they don't care about black men anyway. So what do you think, or what can we do outside of what AI just said is the home birth? Because I really wish I could have done that. I've had 5 births, and I did not have home births. For one, my ex would not have done that. I'm at the hospital. So I get the opportunity. But that's one thing that if you can have a home birth, do it. If there are other, you have chronic disease, illnesses, whatever, I understand. But then there's still a midwife that has certification and our license that can give you the medicine you have that you need at home and can monitor you. So if you have the option, do that. You think that we should do as far as, as a protect, because we have to protect ourselves against the medical field. Anybody?
I'm getting educated. Like I said, I never really took the time to really think about the oath and, like the difference in treatment, with black women. I've heard that before. I can't personally say that I've heard stories of black women personally getting bad treatment, but I hear that it's a common thing, and it's surprising, actually. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're dealing with childbirth. New life. Life, first of all, life is precious.
Personally, but
huh?
People have their baby. They go to the hospital and they with their baby. Can y'all hear me?
Barely.
Okay. But I'm young lady that my family know have foster children.
We can't hear you, Easy.
Technical difficulties, folks.
So basically what she's saying is that she's been through it. She's heard all the nightmares. I've seen the nightmares. I have personally been there for 2 births. I begged for the women of my life to not go in there and get a C-section, but I digress. Come on, Weezy.
Weezy, I think you froze. I think you froze again there, Weezy.
Well, hello, can y'all hear me?
Hey, we're in there now.
Okay, go Weezy.
Okay. That's a technical file. Anyway, no, but my siblings know, some of their people that they know have lost their children going to the hospital because they felt something was off, and they would send them home. And they lost their baby. It's a couple of women that have been through that. Some people I know have been and some people, telling me stories about they going to the hospital and somebody dies in a waiting room because they don't take their pain seriously. They leave you in a room for a long time. It's just. When the law states that Black people are 3/5 human, that's how we're treated.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't tell if y'all heard me. The sad thing about what you're describing, Miss Phoenix, is the fact that almost in all of those situations, they rule those as accidents. With my situation, my 8-year-old son, when I was in the hospital giving birth to him, I got into a verbal altercation with the nurse that they left in my room. It almost turned physical because she kept putting her hands on me. She waited till the doctor left. She turned off a machine that regulated the Pitocin, opened the line all the way up, had it rush my system, and she killed me and my baby. We were gone. The next thing I knew, I was surrounded by 4 different nurses, a doctor. I had tubes everywhere, and I couldn't even talk. We were gone for so long that I had lost control of my vocal cords. I couldn't talk. I had to pull at and point at different tubes for the doctor to understand. And I'm asking him, what is all of this shit? For him to then tell me that one tube was to rush saline into my system to get the Pitocin out because it was dangerous levels. Another one that was in me was like, what do you call the machine? A defibrillator for an infant. So they had to shove it in me, attach it to his soft spot, and shock him like that to get him back. What's worse is I went through, I got my tubes done while I was still in the hospital right after I finally pushed him out. I told them expressly, as soon as I could talk, I don't want that nurse nowhere near me, my baby, or my operating room. The doctor was so anxious to get it done. He had already told me after they started anesthesia that he had never performed this procedure before, but he was going to do mine. The anesthesiologist had the line in and was slowly putting it in. The doctor grabbed the scalpel, started cutting me immediately. When I yelled at him, he said, "You can feel this," but he kept cutting. And this was a Black doctor. So the anesthesiologist, who was Asian, didn't want me to go through any more pain. So he rushed all the anesthesia to me. As I was going out, who do I see coming into my operating room but the nurse that had just killed me and my baby? After I explicitly told this man, I don't want her nowhere near us. So anything could have happened to me while I was under. Anything could have happened to my baby in, the nursery while I was under. The doctor said that I had to be in so much pain in the middle of him being in there, me being cut open and him in there cutting and doing everything that he's doing. He said my body, and I say my body because I have no knowledge of this. He said I sat up and I screamed at him, called him all type of motherfuckers and asked him just what the hell he was doing. And so much so that they then had to gas me. So ultimately they had to give me 3 different types of anesthesia just to even get me through such a traumatic event. And she killed us intentionally, not by accident. But they're supposed to take an oath that says first, do no harm.
I'm gonna tell you now, the facts that I'm looking up: 2 to 6 times more likely to die in pregnancy than white women, depending on where they live. And DC is actually mentioned. The District of Columbia is 22.8 times more likely.
Exactly.
Okay, in comparison. Yes. That is a lot, especially coming from where we come from. And, funny enough is that we have the highest rate of mental illness amongst Black males and Black children, period, in this area. Okay. You dig? Like, people aren't really taking this serious enough. Damn that Hippocratic Oath. This goes back to who controls what and how we gonna carry it. I mean, I don't know. I'm lost because every time it always leads back to the point that we don't control shit.
Shoot. Well,
You
damn.
got to remember that the medical field was created. Well, actually, we did. But when the medical field here in other countries, they did not have us in mind. They didn't have us in mind. So in the medical, in the schools and everything, they are taught. This is how they're taught. So your doctor was black. That's how he was taught to not look at you. Oh, she's tripping. Well, I'm sorry if you're sitting up, cussing his ass out, and you supposed to be out. Somebody ain't doing something right. My aunt had open heart surgery. I'm sorry. My aunt had breast cancer surgery, and she felt it. She was supposed to be out because they didn't give her enough anesthesia.
Damn.
It's
Exactly.
it's
It sounds more like, in the words of Eddie Griffith, shout out to the John Q movie, it sounds more like a hypocritical oath than a Hippocratic one.
Absolutely.
mm. Remember, we used to
Hey,
be
Brock.
experiment. They used to experiment on us. They used to perform surgeries on the slaves and everything while they were awake. This is how they learned what to do, what not to do, how many legs we have, the veins and all that. They will open us up. We were the specimen. So of course they don't care.
Wow, Zena. That's
hmm
deep.
That is every fear that I ever had, and I ain't gonna lie to
Mm.
y'all, man.
That's
Like,
crazy,
as
yo.
militant, and y'all don't even understand like where I
Post
come from, but I beg my baby mothers to have natural births. I beg them not to induce labor. I beg them not to do it because I knew the facts. I always was scared of that. My birth mother had me at Moses Cone Hospital in Greensboro, North Carolina. They strapped her from ankle to wrist, and she had to have me flat.
it's crazy, man.
She couldn't even bend over, bro. She tells the story of that shit every fucking time I'm
That's
around, bro. This shit is medieval, Mo.
that's
100.
crazy.
That's
And
how they
Rock, if
used to
you
And
do.
can
y'all
post
men are
that,
not.
post that comment back up.
Yeah, and y'all men are not exempt either. The one and only surgery I've never heard a black man say went wrong was a vasectomy. They make sure it's perfect that you can't get a woman pregnant, but that's
Of
the
course.
only time I've ever not heard of, I've ever, not heard a black man complain about how their surgery went. So I just want, while we're speaking on how black women are done, I want the men to understand that black men are not exempt from that either.
Of course not.
Oh man, it's been one hell of a discussion, man. Hey, listen, we are running overtime. You understand me, man? I love all
Yeah.
y'all, man. But hey, look,
And
Rock.
I'm just
Hey,
saying,
look, we
and
need.
I just
Uh huh.
and I just want to say for everybody, if you want to do it's definitely information you need to know, especially about this, because everybody at some point in time is gonna run into a stare down with healthcare, you know.
Mhm.
And after you do that research, if you want a visual example, as I quoted before, watch the movie John Q. You know, watch the hypocritical oath and it's as its best in that film.
So I
Rock.
guess I'm gonna go ahead and I think we need to go over closing arguments and or we can end this because we are going into almost we've covered a lot of material. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll start, man. So basically 100% all the subjects we gone over, please don't get shitted on. Survive cultural appropriation and don't ever stop believing in your people, but understand you can't believe in something that was formed by other people. You understand me? And ladies,
Oh
please, if you
Lord.
can, get a doula and really have a natural birth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, please do this. I'm telling you, like it'll be a whole lot of different like mentalities out here if y'all just let a doula handle it and y'all in that water. It's the natural way to do it. You dig
Facts.
what I'm saying? And I love y'all sisters, man. And really don't get no fucking C-sections if you don't have to. You understand me? I love y'all, man. I digress, man. I'm out of here.
Piggybacking off of what AI said, I think the reason why a lot of people do not go midwife and doula is because it's a fear. They make it seem like it's so scary or wicked to not, to let your body do what's natural. So it is best to do it that way. And I wish I could have done it. But guarantee when it's time for me to be a grandma, I'm gonna be sitting right there behind my baby. Or my boys, when their wives, whoever get ready to have a baby, I'm gonna be sitting right behind them, coaching them because I would rather my grandchildren come in the way I wish my children could. The natural, proper way, the way that we were supposed to come in. So if you can, please educate yourself. Don't be scared. It's nothing to be afraid of, and it's actually healthier for you. As far as everything else we talked about a lot. Don't be greedy. Be rational. If you don't have to fight about money, don't be fair. What the hell else did we talk about? We talked about a lot of stuff, but y'all have a great night. Be safe, be kind, love one another, and let's move forward.
Okay, I guess I'll go next because mine is probably shorter than Quick's. I would just simply leave you with every bad day is a choice. Period. You wake up, the dog done peed in your shoe. You choose if you're gonna get mad or if you're not gonna get mad. You walk out the door and you get a flat tire. You're gonna choose if you're gonna be mad and you're not gonna be mad. Every bad day is a choice. Start choosing to have better days.
Well, stop smiling, Wheezy. Anyways, firstly, just a couple points I would like to rehash. For one, it is not polite to urinate or defecate on for others unless you're starved. But it's not polite.
I feel attacked.
Okay, so
Or
don't
unless
do
you
that
ask.
kind of stuff. Don't do that kind of stuff because that is just nasty. And girls, if you want to partake in new experimental positions, take the proper precautions. You better head to the drugstore and get yourself one of them 24-hour laxatives and take a day off and clean your system out. Okay? Because we do not want a brown shower when we giving you the backdoor back shots. I'm just saying. And all in all, on a more serious note, know the ins and outs of everything that's around you for real. And this can go into several directions, but one at a time. All in all, if we want to have our own, protect it at any means. Because this is a different age now. If we want another Black Wall Street or any other one of these, we got to do everything in our power to make sure they don't take it. Because if 30 of us run up there with choppers, they're going to send 40 tanks. So, in order to protect, we got to have the same mechanism as their attack. And secondly, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to your personal health, know and realize what you're getting into when you place the welfare of yourself, your children in the hands of these professionals. Realize what everything they're supposed to stand by and realize what they really do. Because once you step yourself into that emergency room, doctor's office, what have you, you are voluntarily rendering yourself vulnerable because you're placing the trust of your well-being in the hands of somebody who is trained and took an oath to serve you and to serve you and protect you health-wise, no matter what. But as you saw here on today's episode, that's not always the case, for folks of a different hue. On that note, Follow me at the real K Quick. I am kquick.com. BBF Asylum album out now.
My turn.
Go ahead.
Maybe.
So first and foremost, everybody that hung around, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in on the internet, appreciate y'all for kicking it in. Let me clarify this up. Here at the No Filter Show, we are a family. You know what I'm saying? Families don't always agree. Families fight, they argue, we be at each other's neck, but it's all out of love. If I can't sit down and cuss my brother out and he cuss me out and we educate each other, hell, it might be one-sided. Then we not gonna get forward. Take what you see on this show and how we go at each other. Passionate about what we feel. You feel me? Keeping it straight 100, but also taking the time to listen and learn from each other. I keep saying, take a page out of this book and we'll be so much further than what we is. To recap on tonight's show, Dre, you should have known it's cheaper to keep her. Tory, shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You riding the fine line of telling on yourself. Shout out to the creators of Cobra Kai. I can't wait for season 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Odell Beckham, you nasty, bro. Like, there's no nice way of saying it. Shit is nasty. You know what I'm saying? And if you like shit on you, smeared, hot like a warm fudge sundae, then you got.
You know what?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It ain't nothing good about shit being on you. And if I offend somebody, I don't care. It's No Filter Show.
But shit can happen.
But shit can happen, as AI shared, and we already know. Manscaping, I don't know. I'm still not completely 100% sold, you know what I'm saying? On my
Man, lay on back and get
I never brought that up. I never brought that up again. I didn't have to have clothes and masks because we need to be manscaping, bro.
I know,
it's
but
about
I
that
just
time.
don't know about my wife holding my nuts and cutting them. She might remember an argument that we had and be like, nigga, what you say to me? And then you can literally say, you got me by the balls. Hippocratic Oath, I feel so bad for my black women that you get treated differently in the hospital. I really heard about it, but like I really learned something new. There has to be a change, you know what I'm saying, all around. Unfortunately, we are once again we are targets, and it has to be a better way. As far as black people playing the victim, I still feel how I feel, although I do see the other side of the coin, you know what I'm saying? I still will hold my brothers and sisters accountable. Hopefully my method of doing things by being the example and the change that I want to see, you feel me? Hopefully that's received and people say, hey, you know what? Not saying that I want to be like Rock, but I know where Rock came from. So if Rock can do it, I can do it. We hear about these stories all the time that people came from nothing to something because they persevered. You know what I'm saying? Hard work and dedication makes things happen. And I don't care what nobody say. If there's a will, there's a motherfucking way. This is the No Filter Show. I am Taylor May Rock. Make sure you fuck following me. Follow the No Filter Show on IG. You feel me? At the No Filter Show. Let me see if I got this right. We got AI at Red Nose 1999, right? Red Nose stand.
Yes, indeed. On
IG. We got the lovely, beautiful mind. Am I right, Weezy? You feel me? On IG, you feel
Lovely, beautiful mind 30.
Thank you. I knew it was some jumps. Then we got Just Star 20 everywhere. Is that right, Star?
Just Star 2020.
There you go, 2020. I knew it was some numbers. Then we got the real K Quick. You feel me? Don't forget to get that motherfucking dope ass fucking album, The Asylum. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I said fuck follow me, but go ahead follow me. I'm Taylor May Rock. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this has been one hell of a motherfucking show. I got yelled at again, and we're probably gonna get yelled at when we're not log off. But man, look, we love y'all. We out of here. Look, come on, AI, don't be like that.
And our mission on the No Filter Show is to continue on healing of a nation.
Exactly.
Facts.
Oh yeah, and one more thing before we dip out.
Healing and educating.
One more thing before we dip out. A special shout out to all of the college graduates who graduated this year under the circumstances. Yeah. Definitely. I know you didn't get a chance to walk, but as you can see, I'm repping my colors and my stripes. Y'all still did that shit. You know.
So, with that being said, my good people, AI, Wheezy, Star, Quit. It was good. We holler at y'all later. It's the No Filter Show.